Let's wave that green light here, baby, for the Raiders and the Warriors. We're good to go. Hey guys, how you going? Today on BKR Sport, we are back here for round number 15. Now, obviously, we have already seen a game already been played. You guys will see the vlog of that one on Sunday night after we have whatever game is on Sunday. That vlog will come out. But today, we got Jarrod Croker's 300th. We've really been looking forward to this. Every single stream, we're always like, oh, how many games now? How many games now? And he is here now. This is Jarrod Croker's 300th, which is really, really exciting there for the big man. Obviously, has had a very great career. You know, he at points, as obviously everyone was like, oh, he's the most underrated player not to play Origin. Why isn't he getting to go? And, you know, now, he's at his 300th, and it's just, it's fantastic to see a player of his stature just keep on cracking on, keep on moving on, and now we've got a big milestone game for him. And obviously this is in Canberra as well. They gave him the rest last week so that he could play this home game this week and have this big momentous occasion. They are taking on the New Zealand Warriors today. And, we all love the Wars, man. You know, they've been playing well this season. They are rightfully in the top 8 right now. And it's been great to see their little resurgence. Whether they can maintain or not is not the question. But the fact of the matter is they are absolutely competitive this year. And this will be a good game. This is not an easy game to predict by any means. I wouldn't say just because it's Croker's 300th, the Raiders win, and I wouldn't say that the Warriors, despite the... Well, they're actually both in the 6th and 7th spot. They're right next to each other. If the Warriors are to win this game, regardless of by how much, they would go above the Raiders here. So this is a big game for both these two teams, especially with so many teams just chomping at the bit right behind them. And yeah, this is a much needed 2 points for both of these guys. Now, guys, let's obviously get into the two-team lines here. Before we start chatting away and get into the chat, obviously hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you are new around here. Obviously, I do have the podcast with myself and Kalaki's Rugby League column that we do every single week over at the Gold Coast Frontline podcast. That is the pinned comment in the chat. But yeah, let's get into the Raiders and Warriors game. So the Raiders here today, Elliott Whitehead, Jarrod Croker, and Sebastian Kris are in with Ata Mariota, Harley Smith-Shields, and Peter Hola going out. Sebastian Kris is the fullback with Alba Hapawade and Jordan Rapana on the wings. Jarrod Croker, the captain, in the centre alongside Matthew Tamoko. You got Jack White as the 5'8", Jamal Fogarty as the halfback, Josh Papali'i and Joseph Tarpanay in the front row, Zach Wolford in the number 9, Hudson Young, Elliott Whitehead back row, Corey Horsburgh, what a machine he has been so far this season. He is in the lock with the interchange being Tom Starling, Emre Gula, Nick Cottridge and Pasami Saulo, with the 18th man replacement being Matt Frawley. So Raiders, no real excuses here. They've got pretty much a full team here. Actually, this would be their full team. This would be their full team. I'm looking through. Yeah, this is their full team, unless you want to include Savage, but Savage can't get back into the team right now. So this actually is the full lineup of the Raiders, considering that Ricky's just not giving Xavier Savage his spot back, because Sebastian Kris has been so solid this season, and so is Alba Hapawade there on the wing. Matty Tomoko, Jarrod Croker, how good has it been for the Raiders recently? So yeah, this is their full lineup, so no excuses. Moving over to the Warriors now, you've got Ali Leotawa coming in with Rocco Berry, unfortunately going out. The fullback is Charles Newell Clockstar, with the wingers being Dylan Martinez-Lesniak and Marcelo Montoya. Centers being Ali Leotawa and Adam Pompey, with the 5'8" being Luke Metcalf and the 7 being Shawnee Johnson. Has been having a great season so far. Loved his 127 in Supercoach last week as well. Adam Fanua-Blake and Bunty 4 are the front rowers, and Wade Egan is the hooker. You got Jackson Ford and Marata Niokore on the back row, and then Tohu Harris is the captain. He's playing lock today. Bailey Sirenen, Josh Curran, Mitchell Barnett, and Tom Ali are the interchange, with Tane Tualpiki as the 18th man replacement. I didn't actually do my tips this week on the channel. It's been a bit of a week where I just wanted to take a little bit of a step back. I just wanted to take a little bit of a step back this week for a variety of reasons, and it's refreshed me. It's given me a good go, and we're back rocking and rolling now, man. So for this game, I haven't actually had a really good think about it, but I will take the Raiders at home. I don't think I'm convinced at all by either of these teams in regards to giving a guaranteed selection, but I think that the home game, milestone games don't always work out. People expect that on a milestone game that the team obviously picks themselves up, they get the win for the player, but it doesn't always work out, especially the Titans. Like, that's why last night was such a big thing for us as Titans fans as well, because Phil Sami's 100th game, we usually suck in milestones. We always have, and hopefully we won't from the future. But yeah, we got that win last night, and Milestone games are no gimme. So, yeah, look, I think the Raiders win but I think it could be an absolutely cracker game here, guys. So, let's get to the ladder here first before we do actually get to the chat. We'll get to the ladder. So, if the Raiders win this game today, they would, for the time being, actually go equal first with a minus 49 points differential. This is crazy. The Raiders could go equal first going into, by the end of tonight, actually, because Manly and the Dolphins could go higher. So, yeah. The Raiders would be third and equal first with a win tonight, and that's with a negative points differential. Unless they won by 50, they would be third place with a negative points differential, which is absolutely crazy. Shows how close this competition is this year. But obviously that would change throughout the weekend. If they were to lose this game, they would go below the Wars. Well, if the Dolphins beat Manly, then Dolphins would go above them, so they could go to 8th. If they were to lose, they can't go below the Titans, actually, so don't worry about that one. The Roosters would have to win their game over the Panthers by probably about 10 points, actually. Well, if the Raiders lose by 20 points, or Raiders lose by 12 points, then the Roosters don't have to win by much at all, actually. So there's a chance that the Raiders could still drop all the way down there. But again, the Titans got the 16 points. That's them done, though, because they got that win last night. Manly cannot, because they're on 15. So the lowest that the Raiders could go is actually 9th, if that was to, obviously, those results to go against them. The Warriors, on the other hand, if they would win this game, they would go to equal third. They would go to equal third. They would go to equal third. And they would go above the Storm for now. So they would go into 5th position, and they've already got a better points differential than the Storm, who have got a minus 1 points differential. You don't usually hear that there with the Storm. So, the Warriors would go above them into 5th. If they were to lose this game, however, the Dolphins beating Manly would go above them. If the Warriors lost by 20, they'd go below them anyway. But yeah, Dolphins beating Manly cannot. They'd have to lose by about 50 points to go below the Titans. They'd have to lose by about 50 points there to go below the Gold Coast. The Roosters, obviously, if they beat Panthers, they go above them regardless. But also, if Manly or Dolphins, actually, whoever wins out of Manly Dolphins will go above them. Whoever wins, if the Wires were to lose. And the Knights, if they were to beat the Broncos, they would go above them due to the fact they're on 15. They would go to 17. What about the Eels? The Eels would also go above them with their points differential, because as long as they beat the Bulldogs, the Eels would also go above the Wires. So there's a big chance the Wires could drop off. A big deal here if they were to lose this game. So massive, massive result needed for them. But there we go, guys. That is what we're looking at there on the table. Like I said before, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. And let's get to the chat. Let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see. Gary Beetlejuice says, let's do it for Jared. Let's win by 40 or 50. We haven't flogged anybody this year. Let the flogging start now. Yeah, you'd like that, but the Wires are a good team, man, this year. You know, they're not going to win the comp by any means, but they're definitely a competitive team that really have been enjoyable to watch for the most part. Obviously have been still quite inconsistent at times, but, you know, the Wires are, a sneaky little team this year who are getting results on the board, and they got a good win over the Dolphins last week. So if they can... That was at home, though. This is the difference. This is in Canberra. The Wires are really known for doing well at home. But, yeah, in Canberra, I still give the Warriors a good chance. But I do think the Raiders will win tonight by a small amount. Jesse Hampson saying Jared's 300th. Let's go to his 30th. EA says, couple of green milk. Ty C says 300th and a loss. Man, like I said, milestones are no gimmies. Up North Pick Hunting says up the Warriors, baby, let them go. Yeet says Wires 13 plus. And aren't Titans in the 8? The Titans are not in the 8 just yet. We obviously have to wait on results. We can be. Actually, no, I don't think we can be because the Dolphins are... no, I don't think we can be. But we could go into the 8 tonight if the Wires were to lose by like 50. But either way, Manly would go above the Titans with their 15 to our 16. And if the Dolphins won, they'd stay above us, right? So, yeah, no, they can't go in the 8 this week. But, you know, we got the bye next week. And then we got the Broncos at Suncorp Stadium in a couple of weeks' time, which should be good. Christian Guest, I feel like the Raiders will get up for Jared. Will be hard for the Wires. It will be hard for the Wires. It will be, but they could definitely do it. Scott Johnson says, thank you, BK. Happy Titans won. I'm eating eye fillet, mashed potatoes, sweet corn, and veggies. Very happy the Titans won. Never an easy bet. Yeah, no, it's good, man. As you can tell, I'm actually quite sick today. I went really hard yesterday. If you guys were in attendance at the stadium, you would have known that I went as hard as I possibly could. I can't ask for the boys to do more if I'm not going to do more myself. So, some people won't get that, but overall for me yesterday, man, I went really hard. So I'm feeling in my chest today, feeling in my throat today, and actually hurt my shoulder because I was going so hard on the drums, man. So what we do, man. We love it. We had a good time, and if anyone was in attendance, I hope you had a good time as well. Christian Gets, good win yesterday, bro. How nervous were you going to the second half? Oh, man, we were. I literally looked over at everyone and said, don't anybody get excited here. But the thing is, man, is that with that, you still have to be excited, right? You can't, I'm nervous, but you still have to celebrate when you're up. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, it's just going to be always depressing. You can't always think about that. And especially the boys, they can't think about that, right? But for me, yeah, obviously it was concerning considering what we've witnessed many, many a time this year. But the fact of the matter is you just got to keep that positive mindset, because if we're thinking it, the players are probably thinking it too. Because people forget, the players are human beings as well, lads. They are human beings as well. They know what's being said. Although it's not great to see what happens on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and whatnot, the players do see it. So they know exactly what's happening. And they obviously have to run through over and over and over and over and over again what happened in the previous game. They would all, be very well aware. So, if we're thinking it, they're thinking it, and it was just good last night for them to go on with the job. Very, very good. Yeah. Scott Johnson says Tina was a banned. Should never have been banned. It shouldn't even gone on a report. Phil Foden says, let's go Titans. I'm a huge fan. Get around you, Phil Foden, even though you're a fake account. Seb Watson says, when's Tino find out if he's banned? He's not banned. He's fine. He's fine and justifiably fine. It's not his fault that he's 13, 14, 16 foot taller than Api Kotoisawa, and he's going to try and tackle a man with his chin. Scott Johnson says, yes, let's go Titans. Seb Watson said, I didn't see it, just heard the call, and they said he was certainly going to miss game 2. No, he hasn't been charged whatsoever. Sam Jenkinson says, hey bro, how good was last night? Very good, man. Very good. Where were you, Sammy? Where were you, mate? Right, with the 5 gifted memberships. Here we go. Yanni Mavridis, get around in the Brighton fan, Roosters fan, Doxo4, Rice Zen, 85 and exact, and we got Trap as well. 5 gifted membership. That was really loud in my ear just then. But yeah, appreciate you, Brighton, for that. You're a legend, mate. You are a legend. But yeah, Sam, it was really good, man. Obviously, not a great deal in attendance, but the fact of the matter is that it's not really my problem. My thing is I have to get to the game, and if I can get to the game, I encourage others to get to the game. If they don't turn up, that's not really my problem, because I'm showing what I'm doing, and hopefully that encourages others to do it too. But it was a Thursday night game. 2 teams in the bottom 5 at the time. Tigers, obviously, current Wooden Spooners. You were never going to get a great deal of an attendance to that game, especially after what last year's show between the Tigers and Titans put up as well. So yeah, it was a tough attendance, but it's not my problem, man. My problem is creating a good atmosphere for the people who are there. Jesse Hampson says, if Tino should be banned for anything, it should be because he didn't let Bateman in at the end for me and my multi. Bateman's a cat. Reece Summerlin says, Warriors 13 plus. Good luck with that one, man. Scott Johnson says, does Titans ever offer you a food or drink voucher for your dedication to the club? I have a good relationship with the club in a lot of ways. Obviously I would like to do more in the future. Absolutely. There's no doubt about that. However, I have a good relationship with the club. So, I know the boys on a personal level. I see them every single week. I know the staff. I've been around this club for a lot longer than I've done YouTube, right? So, people know me, and, we have respect for each other. Maybe things aren't exactly where we'd like them to be right now. But the fact of the matter is that eventually they will be. And I can tell you that I can just 100% tell you that. So, no, I don't get food or drink vouchers or whatnot, but they do what they can, man, and eventually we'll be on a bigger level, and we all love each other, man. We all love each other. I was so happy last night to see Justin Holbrook last night. We had this really funny kind of / cute conversation out the back of the stadium where he was doing his busy or something like that, and I said, I'm happy for you, Justin. I yelled out to him, and he yelled back out to me, no, I'm happy for you. And I said, well, let's just be happy together. And we both had a good laugh, and it was just, it was really good, man. I was so happy to see Justin just have that positive vibe about him last night. It was really good. He deserves it, man. Nate Jason, seeing you on the telly going hard, mate. Good on your Blaze. Appreciate you, man. Slubber says, how about Appy's tackling technique? I know. I don't recommend it, eh? I do not recommend that tackling technique, especially against a guy who's 13 foot and 170 kilos, of pure muscle. Pure muscle. Sam Jenkins says, was recovering from being at hospital in the week, didn't want to push it. Nah, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Obviously, you want to rest up because in 2 weeks' time, we have a nice little away trip to Suncorp Stadium, and you want to be fit and healthy for that one. I can tell you that right now. Jay Hayes already getting the job done. Parafan says Warriors are doing better this year. They are doing better this year. Yeah, they are. Yeah, a lot of teams are doing better this year then. A lot of teams. Again, like you gotta have a look at this ladder, right? Obviously, guys, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. 15 minutes to go until the game does start. And don't forget, we'll be streaming Manly versus the Dolphins game right after this as well. But you got to remember, like, first place in the Panthers are only 4 points behind 10th place right now. And if you want to think of it in a different way, they're actually still only 4 wins away from the bottom 4. Like, it's crazy. The only team that I would... There's 3 teams I would wipe out of the top 8 equation right now. And that would be the Dragons, the Tigers, and the Bulldogs. They are the only 3 teams that I would wipe out completely. Everyone else, there's still teams that I don't think will make it, obviously, but... I think there's only 3 teams that I would wipe out from the equation. Specifically the Tigers and Dragons. Maybe the Bulldogs could sneak something, but I just don't think they have it in them long term. But yeah, I definitely think the Tigers and the Dragons. And I think it really comes down to the Bulldogs to beat the Eels this week. If the Bulldogs can beat the Eels this week, then I'll keep them in that contention. But if they lose that game, the top 8 is probably going to be 18 points. And that's 3 wins away from them now. Whilst everybody else above them is 1 win away. So not only do they have to win their games, but they also need other teams to lose. And when you start relying on other teams to lose on a significant level, and like a variety of teams, you know it's starting to get a little bit too hard of a task. So yeah, it's a big game for the Cowboys. Oh, they've got the bye, sorry. They do have the bye, so... they're all right for the time being. They're definitely still there. And I think people have forgotten very quickly the game that they had against the Tigers. Like, they've won that game against the Storm, and that's great. It was a good win for them. But I think people forgot very quickly about the Tigers result. So I want to see them on a more consistent level. The Cowboys is next week. I don't know who they play, but I do want to see them on a more consistent level before I start buying into the hype again. Someone says 12 was close to one yesterday, wasn't he? He was, yeah. 12 got really close to the try line. Obviously didn't get a try. I would have probably thrown myself across the field and right into a fence or right into the try line post if that had happened. Because out of all teams, if he was the one to score yesterday, with all due respect to him, I love 12. You know, good on him, man. I tell you what, though, Noffa doesn't like me. Noffa doesn't like me, but 12, if he had scored, man, it just would have been such a meme. Whoever is the first team to concede to 12, no disrespect to him, will get memed as the team that gave up their try to 12, right? So I couldn't have dealt with that yesterday, eh? But big shout out Noffa, eh? Yeah, big shout out David Noffa Luma. Reece Double says that number 4 for the Tigers had a stinker last night. Yeah, Tommy Talau, I think it is. Yeah, he wasn't fantastic. But how good is Dream Buller, man? How good is Dream Buller? You know, I do believe that's a double movement. Like his ball carrying arm does hit the ground, and then he does go over the top. Whether momentum or not, he does actually promote his arm. But whatever, you know, we won the game 13 plus. It is what it is. You know, it is what it is. But I do believe that if you're going to be consistent, like, come on, man, that's a double movement. Matt Jones, thanks for the shout out in the Tigers podcast. Well, mate, you're always there, down there in New South Wales, and you know, when we get to games and whatnot, you're a part of the front line just as much as I am. So, of course, man, of course. And I'll see you in about 3 weeks for the Raiders away. We got bye next week, Broncos away the week after, and then I'm down in Canberra, so it should be good. Jay says, Rabbits man, it's not nice to wish injury on players. Jay, if you see anybody wish an injury on player or encourage an injury, just hide them immediately. I don't know if, because I know you don't have Instagram, so you probably wouldn't have seen it. If somebody wishes injury on a player or encourages an injury on a player or is happy for an injury on a player, feel free to hide them from the channel. Doesn't matter how long you've been around the channel, guys. No matter how much you support, no matter how much of a great bloke you are, you're actually not that great of a bloke if you're encouraging injuries on players. So, yeah, Jay, moderator team, just feel free to hide them immediately. We don't need that on the channel. Jesse Hampson says, the one positive to the Titans playing Thursday game is you stream the other 7 games. You're absolutely right, Jesse. You are absolutely right. We do get to stream every single game this weekend now, because obviously if it's on a Saturday in the middle, then I don't get to stream the other 2 games. If it's on the first game of Saturday, I get to stream the 3rd game, or the 3rd game, I get to stream the 1st game, but if that's a home game, obviously. But yeah, you're right, you know, and it's on the Thursday, we do get every other game, so it should be good. And also the vlog will come out on Sunday at 6:30, not Monday at 6:30, because I feel like it may as well. What's the game on Sunday? What is the game on Sunday? Rabbits are going to find it tough against the Dragons with all those injuries. I can tell you that right now. Storm Sharks is a good one too. Yeah, Storm and the Sharks. So that should be a decent game. And then at 6:30 is when the vlog will come out, which will be good. And then I think Monday's a public holiday for everybody who is not in Queensland. But Queensland get one later in the year anyway. So But for me, I don't live on public holidays. My life doesn't revolve around that stuff. So happy for you guys, though. Stars Fanway says, who was on the chopping block for the Titans? Shoop, Jojo, Luffy, Kelly. Not Shoop after last night. I don't know where people are getting the... I don't know where people are getting that he had a bad game. I thought that the plays he was making were 50-50, but he ended up, capitalising on them. And I loved what Shoopy was doing last night. He's a good bloke, man. Love him. There's a good photo of myself and Shoopy actually on Instagram right now. I posted it today. Someone took a photo of us, giving each other a good old handshake and a hug at the end of the game. It was really nice. Really nice. Jojo, Luffy, or Kelly. Well, Jojo actually isn't playing right now. I saw Jojo at the end of last night after the game finished, and Jojo will be back, man. Jojo will be back. Obviously, it's tough. He's got to work hard for Tweed, and best of luck to him. I love Jojo. He's a good man, and he's going to work hard, and hopefully he comes back like a train, because we all know how good he can play. Luffy didn't get the ball from Kelly, to be fair, and Kelly was fine. But Kelly's had better games throughout the season. It's hard, man. I think Sammy is the only one locked in there. Sammy is the only guaranteed 100%, but I still think that all those guys. It's hard for me to say, man. I think they're all great, man. I really do. But if I was... no, I'm not going to point out somebody. I'm not going to point out somebody because I know they've all got what it takes. Michael Kavanagh says, let's go Queensland Wednesday night, guys. Bleed red all day. That's actually in 2 weeks. A week and a half, sorry. That's not this Wednesday. It's in a week and a half. So the selections will be made this Sunday, I believe. Or is it Monday? It'll be Monday because the last game is on Monday between the Eels and the Doggies. So on Monday night is when they'll select those teams. But that's for the week after, man. We're still a week and a half away. Summer just says, do you ask Noff for his favourite cereal? No. It was, it was about a minute ago. If you guys... I don't know if the cameras would have been out there, but if you guys go back, there's 2 minutes to go. Between 3 and a minute to go of the first half, Noffa was right in front of me, and I yelled out. I said, "Even the Tigers don't want you." Something about his, how's your contract going? And he bit, bro. He bit hard. He bit hard. If you can see him on the camera with about 3 minutes to a minute to go in the first half, he bit hard, man. Jesse says, I think Buller was one of the best in the park for the Tigers. He was giving it a good old crack. Controversial try, not he was getting into it. Oh, no, that was absolutely. Dream Buller was their best yesterday. He was their best yesterday. Zach Hewett says, how's all the West Ham fans saying they have bragging rights over Arsenal after winning the Conference League, beat a mid-table Serie A team to win it, and Arsenal finished too high to make that comp? Oh, no. West Ham fans, no. Just let them have it, man. Let them have it. Because it's that Arsenal finishing second is better than them winning 3 Conference Leagues in a row. Jai988 says 22k GIO. Really hope Rays turn up for Crocus 300. This should be sold out. Like, let's not lie here. I know it's a 6 p.m. game, but this should be sold out. This game, it really should be. Scott Johnson says New South Wales looking nervous ahead of game 2. I would be too, man. Like, look how many injuries they've got. But then again, we had injuries in game 3 last year, and we're still able to get the job done. So don't think that New South Wales can't do it. But it is going to be a really tough one for them. It will be, especially at Suncorp, especially at Suncorp. Rob says, just clocked in. Good on your Titans last night, bro. Appreciate you, Rob. Sheets Bentley says, Blaze, rest up, man. You're out here producing so much content for us Muppets. Well, that's why I took a couple of days off this week. That's why I took off Tuesday, Wednesday, and... well, not Thursday because I was at the game, but Tuesday and Wednesday, and also creating any kind of content on Thursday. But yeah, I also needed that win. With what I do, it's very immersive in the game. So each individual win means so much, especially with what I put into it. And when you're getting frequent losses, you're copping heat from just people talking shit 24/7, and then your team's losing, and you've got your fans, like your friends around you, as in the fans, your friends around you that are sad as well. The boys, they're obviously going through it too, and it's just not a great feeling. So now I needed those couple of days to just take a bit of a break, and now we're back and rock and roll. And the win, obviously, is always going to help that dramatically. Nate says, I can't stand LeBron James. What's LeBron James going on here? Michael Kavanagh says, did the Queensland Maroons males and girls win last week and the week before? Well, you know they did. You know they did. Why are you asking me this question? You know they did. Reece Dublin says, Warriors to ruin the party. Look, good luck, man. Like, I haven't bought into this game. I'm going to sit back and enjoy the show. I don't bet anymore, so I haven't got a bet in this game, but I wouldn't bet on this game either way, because I think that it is a tough game to read, but I do think the Rays get up here at home. Water says, I'm taking Warriors by penalty, 2-pointer. Jared Force, I'm so nervous for this. Come the Warriors. I've been pacing for hours around Dargville. Get around you, man. It is going to be a tough one. Wildred says 50 to 48. Thank you, Wildred. Now, back to the vodka, please. Back to the vodka. Sam Jenkins says, camera's not on you for Noffa. Spewing, bro. Spewing. That's funny. Like, it's all good fun and all good banter in the end. I understand why he bit at that. But it's all during the game, bro. It's all during the game, and no, it's all good fun, and most of the boys can take it and have a bit of a laugh, and maybe when he's not during the game, he'll understand that and whatnot. But no, it's all a good laugh, man, and we got the chocolates in the end. I didn't get to have Wakeham on my side. Wakeham, the only time they got kicks was there was one where they scored on the other side of the field. On when they're going this way, and then they scored. Doreen Buller's try was on my side, but it was down the other end over that side. So I didn't really get to get Brian Wakeham. I could have spoken shit to him in Fijian, which would be funny because I obviously know a bit of Fijian, but I wasn't able to get that opportunity. Scott Johnson says, very upset in Supercoach had Brown, Walker, and Cleary. Yeah, so did I. I had Brown, Walker, and Cleary. I traded, but I have Sean Johnson there. Who did I trade for? Who did I go in Supercoach? Let me have a look here. 5 minutes to go here until the game starts, guys. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Who did I trade for in the Super of the coach? Who did I trade for? I think I went for Mitch Moses, maybe? No, I don't know if I did. Let's have a look. I might have gone Moses, but I might have also been concerned with no Dylan Brown, how they go. Let's go have a look-ski. Supercoach. Damn, I can feel it in my chest today. I can tell you that right now. You guys will know what I mean when you see the vlog. Log in. Who did I go instead of... I went Jerome Hughes. And I went Jerome Hughes because I think that... he plays next week for starters. You wanted somebody who plays next week. And he plays against the Tigers as well. And he plays against the Sharks, so he can give us some points. So I went Jerome Hughes. I've already got Sean Johnson on the team. I've got Cody Walker there, actually, that I forgot to substitute out. Actually, I can't do that because I've already made trades due to other players. So I've got Cody Walker, Dylan Brown, so I'm just going to have to get the lowest scoring player on my bench, which does suck there. That's why I couldn't remember who I brought in for Cody Walker in that 5'8" position. It's tough ask right now as a coach, but at least everybody else I'm fine with. At least everyone else I'm fine with. So if was watch it be 16-12 Warriors up, then Kroger scored the try and sign, then slots the goal. That'd be amazing. If that happened, that's awesome. That would be awesome. Sam Jenkins says, listen to you and watch the Blues beat the Tars, hopefully. Good luck, man. I know the Fijian draw. My Fijian draw play tomorrow, but we play the Satyrs in away from home. So yeah, that's a very, very tough game. Brighton says, you've done well, Kroger, 300 for the milk. You've got to really appreciate them, man. Anybody who gets to 300, you have to really respect and appreciate. You can see that he looks nervous, but you've really got to respect and appreciate someone who puts that much effort into their craft. Michael Covenant says, hey, all the NRL supporters, hope you're having a splendid Friday. Go the Chiefs and the Warriors. No, let's go the Fiji and Drua and the Titans, but go the Warriors today for you. Jared Force, how's Foran? Saw Kisa at the end of last night, at the end of the game. He was on the phone, though, so I only got to briefly see him, but no, he's fine, man. He'll be back, I believe, for the Bronx game. He'll be back for the Bronx game. What about Dave, though? He might be a little bit after. Nate Jason, no matter the score, I'll be looking forward to Sticky's rant. Exactly right. Absolutely. Exactly right. Give her a like for Jared's throne. May as well hit the thumbs up button. Parafans, Bulldogs final score against the Eels last year, 34-4. Yes, I don't think that happens again, though. I think, that broke my heart, that game, because that put the Titans into last at the time. I remember that game. We were all expecting the Eels to win. The Bulldogs came out and absolutely pumped them. And I think that the Eels needed to just not lose that game by like 20 points. And they ended up losing by 30 points. So, that put the Bulldogs above us at the time. But obviously, Titans did not get the spoon last year. Jared Walker loves his footy. He'll be back. He does. Caleb Ball says it'll be a close game, but Raiders will win. I agree. That's what I've gone with here. Yeah, I'm excited to see Lautel play. I've seen his name kind of floating around this Warriors team for a little bit now, but he's never really gotten that opportunity. Now he's getting that opportunity here today. So, yeah, I am excited. I'm excited for that one. Sean Hewitt says the Fiji and Drua and the Warriors double. I like it, Sean. I like it. Reece Dumbledore says I'm excited to see Latoa. Will Dave miss game 2? I don't think so, but I remember asking last night, no. I don't know if I can say, but I hope that... I don't think he misses game 2. I think he plays game 2. I think he plays game 2, but actually no, because if it's a delayed concussion, is that still the 11-day rule? Like, is it 11 days from when you find out about the delayed concussion, or would it be 11 days from the concussion? Because if it's... Oh, no, that'll be fine. It won't be 11 days. No, he'd play Origin. But can he try? I don't know. It's a tough one, actually. I'm not too sure. Souls Fanboy says, you're right, Blaze. The Dogs won't win 34-4. Rather, the Dogs win 60-0. You're too good at predicting this stuff. Well, if you guys actually watch the Gold Coast Titans Frontline podcast with Clarkey in the pinned comment, I did make a comment saying, in an ideal world, the Titans only give up 14 points in the game against the Tigers. And guess what? They only give up 14 points. So, we got the amount of points correctamundos there for... we got the points correctamundo for that game there for the Tigers. Blake says, over 42.5 points... or under. I would say, what would I say there? I just realised why that's not, I muted this. That's why I couldn't hear it. That's a tough one. I'd go under. Like a 16-14 could be the play. 42.5. Yeah, like 16-14 could be a play. 20-18, 2016. I don't know. I'd personally go under, but it's a tough game. Nate J says, Kieran Foran's nickname should be 20. Kieran Kizza. Caleb Ball says, surely Jared Croker will get a try. Brian says, I hope he plays. Yeah, look, I hope he plays too. I think he will play. I just got into my own head there, I think I just got into my own head. But then again, there's no excuses for Queensland. Suncorp Stadium, we won game 1. New South Wales have a gigantic amount of injuries. Look at their team right now. There's no Nathan Cleary. There's no Api Koroisau now. Who else is out? Geez, there's just a whole heap of guys that are having. Cody Walker hasn't got the opportunity, so there's another one there that they were talking about with Renault and him. There's just so many players that have been called out of that New South Wales side, so yeah, it's a bit of a worry for them. Royal Sav says, when do the Origin squads get announced? Probably Monday night after the Bulldogs-Eels game, I would assume. But the boys are out in the field here, guys. Raiders and the Warriors out in the field. Get your score predictions in the chat right now. Tell us what you're thinking. Thumbs up, subscribe. Here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it. So the Warriors are going to kick this ball off here, and it will be the Raiders who bring it from the 10. By the way, Tigers, stop with the short dropouts, eh? Last night was ludicrous. You just kept giving free opportunities to the Gold Coast. I have no idea why they so frequently, every single time they kicked the ball, it was a short dropout. Every time. It's not like it was a necessity for half the times either. So third tackle now for the Raiders. And they did not get a single short kickoff. They didn't get a single short dropout or kickoff. All right, so Raiders here with a nice little run through Zach Wolford to the 40. It's fourth tackle now. Rob G says, how many years in a row did the Titans finish top 4? Was a dangerous era of theirs. Warriors could never beat them then. Mead Gordon used to always run right against them. So fun fact for you, I think we've only finished top 4 once, and we beat the Warriors actually that season in the semi-final in 2010 at Seabus. It was Skill Park at the time. Was my most fun game I've ever witnessed, being live at anyway. The Warriors will get taken down at 10. Best Titans game I've ever been to. But yeah, it's weird with the Warriors and Titans, man. Like back in the day, up until 2011 or so, the Titans would always beat the Warriors. And then from 2011 till about 2021, the Warriors always beat the Titans. And now the Warriors haven't beaten the Titans since the first game of 2021. So, and it's been some pretty big scores in between besides last year's one, but the Titans came back from 14 points down with 8 minutes to go to win that game over there in Mount Smart. So, yeah, it's weird how it kind of goes back and forth. So, fifth tackle over the Warriors are going to get this ball to the 40-metre line on their side of the field. And Wade Egan gets it back to Shawnee J. Hope he has a big game here for Supercoach this week. Recently said they couldn't kick it short enough. Oh, it was dreadful. It really was. Stalwart family says, what do you mean short dropper? They never came close to catching it. It was so poor, man. So poor. Water says the big Ranger will slot into Queensland nicely. You got to love Corey Horsburgh, man. You got to love him. He's been so good this year. I didn't think he was that great until this year. I had him in the not that great category. Top end of it, but not that great category. This year, he's just turned it up, man. Like, it's just been phenomenal. So, to see Corey Horsburgh have this redemption, you know, the biggest improver. I'd nearly say that he is the biggest improver this year. You know, some people saying Reece Walsh, some people saying these guys. I think Corey Horsburgh has been the biggest improver this year by a decent bit too. So fourth tackle now, 45 metres out. They go left-hand side, and they'll be taken down. Oh, Hudson Young gets the offload back to Horsburgh. He gives up to Josh Babaloo, the big bappa. The big bappa! Oh, he couldn't get the ball away. They had a nice little break there, though. Royal Zav says, when Tina scored that try last night, I saw you in the crowd and screamed, that's BKR Sport. Oh, was that with when I was on the drums? Yeah, that was. Oh, that's a beautiful tackle by Rapana. He's in goal. No, he's in goal there, ref. Yeah, it's a dropout. I was going to say that's a correct call there, referee. He is in goal. But yeah, no, we got on TV doing the drums. I don't know if it was that try, but that's all I got. I got tagged a heap on that on Instagram. Oh, geez, Jordan Rapana. I just realised I've got to listen to Block and Roach. Gee whiz. But that's a great time tackle there from Jordan Rapana. Great time tackle. Yeah, this atmosphere sounds pretty good. The commentary has just mentioned it. The atmosphere is really solid, eh? Minute 3, they're doing a minute's applause here for Jared Croker, which is great to see. Great to see. Logan, it's a great game of the Titans last night. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Oh, short dropout, and the Warriors are going to get the short dropout. Oh, no, Raiders. Oh, maybe the Raiders players were distracted by the 300 clapping, that they allowed that to be an easy short dropout there for the Warriors. Wowee. So, Warriors now, second tackle, get this ball to the 30. Where would the Raiders be after the game if they win? They would actually be equal first and third place. Wade Egan with a nice little run here, still going, but then Papali'i slaps him back to the 35, sorry. Funnily enough, the Raiders would be equal third. By the end of the weekend, they won't be there, but they would be equal third until other teams won, which is wild considering their points differential of minus 49 right now. So the Warriors will be fifth tackle at the halfway point. Brighton says Hammer's a shout for biggest improvement. Hammer's a shout. I still say Corey Horsburgh, though, man. To go from being in the not that great category to being an Origin representative in the same year is phenomenal. It really is phenomenal. But the Raiders take it to the 22, first tackle. Ricky Namunga says, after being at the stadium to watch the mighty Warriors destroy the Dolphins, I believe they can get a win for this game as well. Yeah, absolutely. This is not in New Zealand, though. This is in Canberra, so a bit of a tougher ask, especially when there is so much emotion around for Jared Croker's 300th. And you can see the Raiders players are really up and at him in his first 5 minutes. Despite the fact that they weren't able to get that short dropout, I do believe they were distracted by the crowd, I'm not going to lie. Left hand side here, Jack White, and White gives up to Croker. Croker himself here. Good run by Croker. Jeez, what a run by Jared Croker there to the 30s. Fourth tackle here. The Warriors on the back foot already. Jamal Fogarty gives it out to Joe Tarpany. Josh Papali'i. Look at the big bopper go. Jeez, I've got to really be careful with my voice today. Fifth tackle, 15 minutes out. Jamal Fogarty. Look at the momentum here. They kick it through. Oh, the bounce wasn't great, but it will be a dropout. How about this, though, from the Raiders? Can't stop them at the moment. Caleb Ball says, Dream Baller Rookie of the Year. Right now, it's looking like it. He has been phenomenal since coming in. Only issue is the amount of games he's got to play and comparatively to others, but he's been really, really good. Jacob Preston's kind of disappeared a little bit from the equation when we thought that at the beginning of the year. You know, Suna Torova has been great, but I think Dream Buller's making enough waves. Good short dropout. That's going to be a knock-on, isn't it? Oh, no, it's going to be Ray's ball. Okay. Corey Horsburgh runs left-hand side here. Oh, jeez, that's a big hit there. I would love... The crowd will go crazy if Kroger scores tonight. The crowd will go crazy. Wolford, Hudson Young, back on the inside here. He's pushing. He's 9 minutes out from the line here. Second tackle. Cortez has Tweed heads to the New South Wales, my bro. Half. Second tackle. Depends on what side of the Tweed you're on. There is 2 sides of Tweed. One's in Queensland, one's in New South Wales. Tarpanay has 6 again here for the Raiders. Back on the inside here, Whitehead, and he'll be 10 minutes out here from the line. First tackle. Zach Davis traveling to Canberra is a tough ask in itself. It is, absolutely. Tarpanay, he's going to be 5 minutes out here from the line. Second tackle. Fraser picked the best team for Origin 2. Of course he should, Loco. Out the back to Fogarty. Fogarty at the back into White. And White in here. Chris. Joe Croker. Knock on. Damn it. Joe Croker knock on there. And the Warriors have been solid here defensively, considering that they've been absolutely under the pump here for 7 minutes straight, realistically. Yeah, that was just real. That was actually really nice by Martin Zalesniak, because he could have stayed out, but instead he came in and put the pressure on Jared Croker. Yeah, that was it, Brighton. That was it. Warriors 3 minutes in have already have more short dropouts than the Tigers last night. Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. It really, truly was ridiculous. Jab Ford says, Warriors love Tweed heads, GC. Yeah, no, that's... Tweed heads is both Queensland and New South Wales. Joe Art wants, hey, BK, are you going to the Roosters vs Panthers match tomorrow night? No, Joe at one. No, I only go to Titans games because I'm at every single Titans game home and away, so I don't go to other games anymore. But I'll stream it. I will be streaming it. You get watching now with the highlighted messages. What a win for the Titans and also come on City. Yeah, big treble game up on Sunday. We'll be going up to Brisbane, the Pig and Whistle, Riverside, to watch it with fellow City fans. I'll drive up there at 4 in the morning and yeah, maybe 3 in the morning. Get there early, have a nice little coffee and breakfast, and then watch on as hopefully City do the treble. So fifth tackle now for the Warriors. They're 38 metres out, left-hand side now. And they whack that ball up. Metcalf, they kick it through the Warriors. Oh, good tackle there by Marcelo Montoya. Sal's fanboy says, you going to Dogs vs Eels? Sal's fanboy, can you stop talking for like 2 seconds? Just like half a second. Maybe even like a quarter of a second. Just do me a favour and just no more. So second tackle at the 11. Lucas says, good for Titans to get back in the winner's circle. Hopefully Warriors can get the W tonight. Good luck, man. Good luck. No, it felt really good yesterday. And I'm feeling it today. You know, with the amount of effort I put in, man, you know, I feel it heavy as well. You know, I'm not, my body is not worked out like the boys do. So comparatively speaking, you know, I'm feeling just the same. But if you guys are in attendance, you sit near me at the front line and whatnot, you know why I say that. Because I go hard out, man. I do my best. Oh, mistake there by the Warriors, but it goes backwards, luckily for Nickel Clockstar. And Marcelo Montoya here on first tackle gets it to the 20. Sports Night says, g'day BKR, get around it. Rosa says, Premier's moving up, let's go. Exactly right, Rosa. Exactly right. This is our year. Now's the time we're going to come pumping home. Good offload there by Lesniak, and Nickel Clockstar gets another offload. Oh, jeez, Kroger was there. But it will be Aliatawa gets the ball at the 15. And Warriors are playing questionable at the moment. Oh, Lesniak just been pulled by the hair. I swear he just got pulled by the hair there. 10 minutes gone in the first half, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Don't forget, Manly versus the Dolphins right after this. Jay-Z says, I can't get to see my Roosters get demolished by Newcastle next week. Can't wait. Lol. Roosters should be nice. Roosters should be. Is it in Newcastle or is it at Allianz? Surely it's at Allianz. I feel like the Roosters have been away a little bit recently. So they kick that. That's just an assumption. That's a bad kick there from the Warriors. So it will be a 7-tackle set here for the Raiders. 20 metres out. Monday 11 Brogan says, who's the other Nicarima that plays the Dolphins? Because I swear Jaden Nicarima plays the Storm. Yeah, Cody Nicarima is the Dolphins player. Jaden Nicarima is I don't know. Does he still play the Storm? I'm not sure. Is he still like that? But that's, yeah, Cody Nicarima. Yeah, Zach, I know. I saw that from Mark Oldbridge. It's just a Muppet thing to do, bro. It's another thing to do, but it's no surprise when it comes from United fans, man. Like, obviously, he is... He's usually a pretty good talker, man. You don't mind to listen to him despite being a City fan, but like it's hilarious when he tries the good guy act and then does shit like that. And it's going to be 6 again here, I believe, for the Raiders. The commentaries just said it, but they haven't said it on the screen. Nobody's third tackle. The commentary's full of shit. Left-hand side here, Zach Wolf and Jack Whiten. Whiten's going to go to Croker. Croker here. Croker! Oh, it's a good tackle. Just let him score. Out the back, Hudson Young, Jack Whiten, fourth tackle, 25 minutes. Yeah, geez, the Warriors can withstand and handle all this pressure early on. Good luck, Rays. Good offload there by Papali'i. And Zach Wolford back to Horsburgh. Horsburgh to Jack Whiten. Whiten himself here. He's going to dilly-daddle and dance around here. What's he doing? Taking down the 10. What is he doing? It's a great question. It's a very good question. I think Manly wins, Sports Nut. I think Manly win. So Jamal Fogarty puts that ball up in the air. Sebastian Chris. Bounce for Tomoko. I think he's got it. It's going to go upstairs here, but I think he's got it. There's no double movement. It just comes down if he puts the ball over the line. Oh, they're going to check if there's a Warriors not gone first. So either way, it'll be Ray's ball here, but it's not a shut the blocker. It's not a double movement. That's not what we're looking at. We're looking to see if the ball actually goes down. So ball goes up. Sebastian Cruz is there. Let's see if he knocks it on. I don't think he does, though. I think it's the was. No one touches it. Sorry, I don't even know what I'm looking at there. I don't even know what I'm looking at. There's no knock on there. What? Does it? Oh, Montoya's hands. I was like, there's no way the inside of Pompey and whatnot did, but I wasn't even looking at Montoya's hands. All right, so Matty Tomoko catches the ball there. He gets away from Jackson Ford. There's no tackle made there. I tell you what, it's close. I think he does. If we can see from behind the try line, I reckon he does get this. This is the angle here that'll show it. This is the angle here. This is the angle here. No, short. No, he's short, unfortunately. So it will be a knock-on against the Warriors, but no try. It is short of the try line there, unfortunately, for Matty Tomoko. Star Wars fan says, are those seats in the top left and right corners of GIO Stadium actually slanted and the fans are sitting on an angle? Hold on, let me go have a look at the photo you're looking at. Oh, yeah, well, most stadiums are like that, man. There's no available angle that's going to show that goes down on the ground there. There's no angle. Unless they're saying this second... The momentum... That goes down there, though. I don't know if you can prove it, but I think that second effort goes down there. Oh, is there a hand under that, though? I think it... Yeah, I think you can assume it does, but the no try is valid here. Based on all available angles, there is no guaranteed evidence that goes down. So I'm okay with this being a no try. I'm okay with it. NRL Statistics says Jaden BKRmy still in Melbourne. Thank you. T-Rick and Amunga says the ref will award the try and Bunker will overrule it. The Bunker's good at that. You're a Warriors fan, T-Ricky. You don't want it to be a try. Also, it was the opposite way around. The ref said no try. So you would have had to see the Bunker overrule to call it try. But they did not. So 0 tackle for the Raiders. And it's Corey Horsburgh who gets his ball to the 8. Lucas says, thank God I thought Bunker was about to make a very bad call. I don't think it would have been a very bad call. But I think it would have been a tough to handle call for Warriors fans. And we all know how Warriors fans react to it. Jeez, out of all fan bases, you don't want to give a poor call to the Warriors. Because their fan base will tell you about it 3 years from now. So second tackle here at the back to Jamal Fogarty. Fogarty at the back into Jack White. And good pick up there. Sure. Oh, but the pass from White wasn't that great. Third tackle here, 5 metres out. 5 metres out. Zach Wolford gets it off to Tarpany. And Tarpany tries to push over himself for tackle. Much as they'll sue, watch out. Yeah. They'll jump on their Twitter and say that it's rigged. Corey Horsburgh. We'll take it down 2 metres out. Love Wales fans, but man, like they can complain, eh? We all know it. Zach Wolford, short ball. Oh, it's a brilliant pickup there by Shawnee J. Oh, that's a brilliant pickup by Shawnee J. I can't believe it's only been 13 minutes here. It feels like we've been in for 25, 30. Oh my God, Matisse Lesniak's been crunched. Lesniak just got absolutely slapped a mundost. Oh, wait. Absolutely slapped a mundost there. And now it's going to be Pompey who gets the ball to the 15. Mark Kelly says, how good is this Dave and the Warriors? Yeah, the Dave and the Warriors have been good. Dave and the Warriors has been good here. So Fitzhale. The issue with the Warriors this year has not been defense. It's been attack. That's the issue with the Warriors. They do look a little bit lost in attack at times. At times they can look brilliant and at times they can look dreadful. Defensively, they always are pretty solid. So it'll be interesting when they come up against a team like the Titans, who can score, love to score, but can't really defend. And the Warriors, they love to defend, but can't really score. Tim Namunga says, I tipped the Titans to win last night. Good stuff. Well, you got up. Jared Kroger gets his ball, second tackle to the 42. Zach Hewitt said they could lose 200-0 and find a way to blame the refs. That is correct. But it just comes from a desperate fan base, man. There's a lot of desperate fan bases that love to do it. And, the desperate fan bases usually do cop a few tough calls comparatively to the big ones. So fourth tackle now, 25 metres out. Zach Wolford gives it off here to Corey Horsburgh. Horsburgh at the back into Jack White, and he's done this a couple of times. The pass hasn't been great to Whiten, though. I can't really blame Whiten for that. The passes have been either a little bit too in front of him or a little bit too behind him the last couple of sets. Oh, but a knock on there from the Warriors. And that's the next play. So that, as in, there's already been a tackle made. So there's no advantage taken. Well, there is advantage taken there. And it will be raised ball. So with fanboys, I just realised Cottridge is on the bench at 16. Is he trying to be Ockenbaugh or something? I don't know. Sheesh Bentley says, no, the Warriors could win. Oh, that's right. Oh, wait. Sheesh has just copied exactly what Zach said. Nate says, ball must be hot. And he says, Adam Blake is having a good season. Yeah, he's having a good. That's a good tackle there by Jack Whiten. Can't blame him for a strip. He's just come in, hit the ball out there, and play on. But yeah, Adam Blake is having a really good season, man. He's a big part about why the Warriors are currently in the 8. All right, so Jamal Fogarty gives up the money to Moko. No try scored in the first 15 minutes here. Bunty, 4 comes off here for Barnett. And now the Raiders will get this ball 20 metres out. Elliot Whitehead. Blake asks, surprised Savage hasn't made his way back in the side. Sebastian Cruz has been real solid, man. You know, you've also got Alba Pawano playing well, and it's just been difficult at that side here. Pass the ball. Sebastian Cruz, he had to pass that ball there. They set up at that left. Jared Kroger now gives it off here to Tarpany. Josh Papali'i. Jeez, he's been really solid here tonight. Would love him to, you know, come back out of retirement for Queensland in Game 2. Would love that. Fourth tackle of the Raiders, Hudson Young, not the play. Zach Wolford gets the offload though, and now back to Corey Horsburgh. Horsburgh, 5 metres out, fit tackle. All right, where do the Raiders go? They go right, left, they go right. Zach Wolford off to Tarpany. What are they doing? What are they doing? What are the Raiders doing? To 5 metres out, the Warriors are the ball. Jared Ford, see Titans at the 8 gate. When Gold Coast Giants succeeded in fulfilling the needs of a franchise contract, the ARL bigwigs took notes. Potential meetings were already in action in 1984. I don't understand that comment. Can you explain that to me as if I'm 5? Because I'm not sure what you're referring to. When Gold Coast Giants succeeded in fulfilling the needs of a franchise contract, the ARL bigwigs took notes. Yeah, please speak. Like, that seems very in depth for me. I don't know why I can't understand that. So, fourth tackle, what are you actually like referring to? You're saying the Titans are about to fulfill the needs of a franchise contract? I'm not too sure. So, Adam Fanor Blake now gets his ball to the halfway line. Fit tackle. Notice says, hey, Blaze, why didn't you tell me you were streaming? I stream every game that's not the Titans, bro. Every game. And unless I'm at the game and it impacts another game. So, it's going to be first tackle with the Rays, 15 minutes out. Yeah, exactly right, Cortez. You should know the go, Daniel. The man doesn't miss a stream unless it involves the Titans. No, you're absolutely spot on, son. He's spot on there, Cortez. So, second tackle here. For the Rays, they're 15 metres out. This is definitely an unders game. I'm glad I told whoever asked me before. I'm glad I said to you unders. Because it's definitely an unders game. So, Albert Hopewade, 4th tackle to 35. I'm even, like, really sick right now. And yet, well, not sick, just exhausted and still going. Stubbs Pebble says, this chat speaks English, Jared, in case you didn't know. Yeah, am I crazy? Like, am I crazy to not understand what he's saying? And that's a hard kick to take here for the Waz. But Marcelo Montoya grabs it at the 25 and brings it back to the 35. Still going here to the 40. Good run. Good run. So, she apparently says, Dream Baller eligible for Origin. Settle down. Settle down. Settle down. Dear me. Zach says, we're not rocket science, Jared. Yeah, I don't understand. All right, left-hand side. Now they get this ball to the 30. Much I can't believe you don't privately DM your subs to say you're streaming. And, man, you know, I'm still trying to get through all 23,000 on 23,000 to let you know that I'm streaming last year. So left-hand side now, Wade Egan. Toa Harris is going to get this ball to the 15. Metcalf, forward, 10 metres out, fit tackle. The Warriors score first attack set here. This is scary for the Raiders. Wade Egan, Luke Metcalf puts that ball up into the air. Terrible kick from Metcalf. Kroger slam by Sean Johnson. Jeez, but that was a terrible kick from Metcalf, and no one chased it either way. Second tackle, Chris to the 10. Jared Force for Auckland into the comp. Okay, Jared, you need to explain this better. I don't know what you're referring to, because I don't know how the Titans and the Giants have then gone to Auckland and to the comp and back in 1984. I'm not too sure. You have to explain that a little bit better. I think what Jared's saying is he needs a hug. I think I need a hug trying to figure out what he's talking about. So fifth tackling at the 40. And I'm not trying to offend you, Jared. I'm just like, I really don't understand what you're referring to. Like, what are you saying? It's actually Dream Ball Origin that'll do me. It's like, he's been fantastic, but 1, let's settle down, and 2, I don't know, but 3, let's settle down. We shouldn't even be talking about this yet. All right, so it's going to be second tackle now for the Warriors at their 40. 20 minutes gone here, guys. The first half, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Lucas, I think he's saying it's our year. No, I think he's saying it's a Gold Coast year, maybe. I think he's saying the Gold Coast are going to fulfill the contract. So, Tol Harris to the 40, 4th tackle. Blake Sands says Blues or Queensland. Mate, get around the Maroons, baby. Get around the Maroons. Forward pass. Yep, forward pass. Forward pass there from the Waz. Get watch me Mouse's Brooks out for Origin. Truly sad. Very sad there. Very sad there. I would say the pecking order would have been Nathan Cleary, Nico Hines, Luke Brooks, Mitchell Moses. She's Bailey says, I think he's saying Titans win the comp in 2023, 2024, 2025. I can back this, though. Like, I can back this, to be fair. I think he's right. He's spot on then. So 3 errors apiece so far through the first 20 minutes. Really tight game. I told you it was going to be a tight game. We all love a good tight game here, that's for sure. At halftime, I'm definitely going to go get myself... Do I make myself a coffee or do I get a Pepsi Max? I don't know. Fault on Roosters and Panthers. No, we're not going to be talking about the Dylan Brown incident, bro. Like, come on, man. But Roosters and Panthers, it's going to be a good game tomorrow. It's going to be a good game. I'm going to take the Panthers, but it's going to be tough with that Nathan Cleary, but I'll still take the Panthers because the Roosters haven't given me any kind of belief in them. Third tackle here for the Raiders, and that's in Penrith, isn't it? No, it's I think it's at Allianz. Shane Spikes, Woody Mason had a big dig at anyone calling the Warriors the Wars. I couldn't give a shit. Like, you don't like it, that's fine. That's his choice. But... You know, when you do streams like this, you see a lot of comments that represent the reason why they're called the Wars. But I love the Wars fans, you know. But that's his choice. He's entitled to his opinion. Jamal Fogarty now goes right inside Elliot Whitehead to Matty Tomoko. Mate, Tomoko's still going here. Jeez, the hard ball runner. Tomoko offload to Whitehead. Oh, crunch by Adam Fanua Blake. Boy, oh boy. Fifth tackle here to get off to Fogarty. 10 minutes out to Jack Whiten. Whiten kicks it through. The ball bounces. It's going to come back from Whiten. It's going to be try time. Whiten with the try time. The ball will literally bounce right back into his hands there. It's an unlucky bounce against the Wires. Their defense has been solid for the first 22 minutes, but the Raiders also have kind of deserved to score. So, yeah, 18 minutes to go here the first half, and Jack Whiten gets the first points on the board. Nothing really going on here either. Fogarty off to Whiten. Whiten kicks it through. It comes off the leg of Adam Pompey. And Jack Whiten does the starfish dive for a try time under the post. It will be 6-0 any moment now. Blake says, yeah, it's Roosters home. Yeah. It should be good. I'll take the Panthers, but it's going to be a difficult game without Cleary. I think it'll be Cogger who will play instead. Dad mate says, if Moses gets picked for Origin, we might as well just not even show up for Game 2. It shouldn't waste everyone's time. I do think Queenslanders are getting overconfident, which I understand it. I understand why you'd get overconfident for Origin Game 2. Suncorp Stadium, already won Game 1. New South Wales have a lot of injuries and whatnot, but it's still Origin. You know, it's still going to be a game you have to be wary of. You know, especially when a team is backs against the wall, could go down 2-0 and then could potentially lose 3-0 in the series and be completely humiliated. So I don't think that Queenslanders should be getting too ahead of themselves, but you should be confident for sure. You should absolutely be confident. Sean Hewitt says, I'm proud of those Warriors. It'll be very hard to play Canberra for the first 20 minutes. Just carry on, Warriors doing good. Yeah, it's hard. Like, this is what I say. There is no bad team in rugby league. There's just teams that are better than others. But there's no bad team in rugby league. I don't believe the Tigers should be... I think they probably deserve a few more wins than they've got. I know Wagon wasn't great last night, but I don't think there is any bad teams in rugby league. They're all professional players. It's just that there are teams that are better than others. Petrol says, hey, who are you supporting? I'm a Titans fan, man, but I watch every other game, so I'm just enjoying the competitive game that it is. If I was to think for the Titans' sake, I'd be like, I hope the Raiders win by 50. But I don't think it's going to happen, and I want a good game. I'd rather a close game here. Muhammad Al-Yasser says, support the hell out of Ricky's decision right now. Atmosphere is going off. Yeah, of course, Muhammad. Well, I said this weeks ago as well. I actually said this before it was even known that it was going to be not dropped, but rested for the game last week at Campbelltown. I was like, why would you want to play your game at Campbelltown when you can play it at home at GIO Stadium a week after? Now, Cherry Evans actually has his 300th coming up, I think, next week. It will not be at home, but he would have to wait like... jeez. Wow, Rapana's got absolutely slapped by Jackson Ford. Oh, they're going to call penalty. I thought that was just a good hit. Jordan Rapana's... Oh no, Ford might get bendy. And, he might get... Oh, this might be a real solid bend here, man. Jeez, this could... Oh, that's Barnett, not Ford. This could be a send-off. Here. Oh, I think it's just a bin. I think this could be nearly a send-off. That should be a send-off, actually, for Barnett, in my opinion. Direct shoulder contact to the head. It looks deliberate, to be fair. I'm not saying that he deliberately did it, but it looks deliberate. I think it... Yeah, they're going to bin him, but they are talking... The referee was talking about potentially sending him off. Tireki Namunga says, who's getting bin or sent off? Barnett for the Warriors. Mitch Barnett. They were discussing sending off, though. They were discussing sending off, and I believe he's lucky. I think he's lucky. Yeah, the commentary's talking about it too. He's lucky he's not sent off there. Jaguars Tigers need to tidy up their previous clubhouse. We've got a lot to think about the Tigers. Barnett is normally a weak guard dog anyway. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Barnett was the man who had the elbow last year. I think being is the right call, but send-off isn't that far out of the equation. Yeah, it definitely deserved the question for it. Jordan Punter now out for the next 15 minutes with a HIA. I don't know if he comes back too, because he's had some HIA issues this year, and that was a pretty solid hit to the face. I think that should have been a send-off. I do. I'm not going to lie. Can watch the Mouse says Barnett's such a dirty player. Yeah, I hate talking about people. I don't believe... I'm not going to come out and say the guy is a bad guy. But when it comes to footy, he does some pretty bad things. So I don't think in real life the guy's probably a bad guy. But in footy, I question a lot of the decision that he makes. Hargraves is a dirty player. She apparently says, Barnett becoming the new Tom Flegler. Flegler's never done anything, ever, besides give away penalties. But nothing's ever been notable about Flegler. That's why I don't understand how he's in Origin. Mo's got to be there for game 2. Second tackle here, 42 metres out. Left hand side of Joe Tarpany. And Tarpany runs back out to about 35 metres out. Now to 30. Good run. If that happened to a halfback, he's sent off all day. I agree. Right hand side, Jake Whiten. And it's going to be Whitehead taken to the 24th tackle now. For 6 again. Okay. Warriors are kind of throwing away a lot here. And with this, the man in the bin, it's going to be tough. The Raiders have been rampaging today. The Raiders have been rampaging. The Warriors' defense has been good, but don't let the attitude sink. You cannot let the attitude sink with this man in the bin. Third tackle now. 3 metres out even the line. Well on report. No, he's in the bin. He might be out for a couple of weeks. Tomoko! Oh no, so close. Short, not held up. Short, 4th tackle. 1 metre out here from the line. Zach Wolford out the back here to Tarpany. Were they not offside just then, the Warriors? Jamal Fogarty. Fogarty off to Whiten. Whiten here. Croker. Knock on there, boys. He's Lesniak. It'll be 6 again here for the Raiders, though. Yeah, knocked down. It's definitely going to be Raiders ball here. Queensland played better without Flegler, with Flegler in the bin. You're not wrong. I don't know about that, though. I agree, yes. But I think that Flegler in the bin for a bullshit call fired Queensland up. I think that was the worst thing that could have happened to New South Wales, because we all know about the Queensland spirit and how they get it done in the adversity. You never count Queensland out, and you can't. That's exactly what happened there in Hamiso scores, not long after. So I think personally that benefited Queensland, not for the fact that Flegler was off. It could have been anybody who was off. As long as it wasn't Munster who was off, I think that that benefits Queensland. Obviously, the Hamiso as well, I guess. But right side, Jamal Fogarty. Fogarty here, 3 minutes out from the line. First tackle for the Raiders. Can't even say Warriors robbed for that one. No, cannot. Cannot. So Raiders here, Matty Tomoko, hard ball runner. How good is he? 3 minutes out, second tackle. Bit of a weird play, Matty Tomoko. He's a good player, but no one gives him that much credit. Second tackle. Wolford, Tarpany. Tarpany, short ball, wrong ball to Horsburgh. And Horse probably 1 metre out from the line. So close, it's still going over. Yes, are you enjoying block of the night? Shut up. Zach Wolford out to Jack Whiten. Whiten here to Albert Hopper Wade. He'll be 3 minutes out from the line. Go for a little scoot, Kroger. Go for a little scooty scoot. No, you can't go for a scoot. Off to Jack Whiten. Whiten, short ball. Hudson Young. 1 metre out from the line. Fit tackle. So close. Good. That's going to be 6 again for me. Wow, they didn't call it. They were looking short. They messed the play up. Fogarty kicks it through. It's going to be a drop out here. Now, Whitehead's claiming he touched this. If I'm Whitehead, I don't even claim this and just let it be a dropout. Come on, boys, no mistakes. We don't need any more errors. So there's potentially a try here. They're going up to the bunker. I don't think Whitehead gets it, though. I don't. Fogarty is really nice at aiming for that post, eh? And it doesn't touch. It touches the leg of Whitehead there, so that's fine. Whitehead doesn't knock on here. The ball hits his leg. Actually hits Luke Metcalf's leg. Bounces up. Now, where's this here? It's going to be knocked back by the way. It's going to be a dropout. It's going to be a dropout. We all knew it the whole time. Now, the hand of Wade Egan. No, Nickel Clockstar. Oh, that would hurt Nickel Clockstar's head. Whitehead doesn't touch this. Chance Nickel Clockstar comes over the top, puts the ball down there. Yeah. Actually, to be fair, no, I think it's a no-try dropout. But his neck would hurt there, Nickel Clockstar. Jeez, that neck's not fun to watch at. Reese, the Warriors have got no calls yet, Rachel. Well, the Warriors have got no calls because they haven't deserved any calls. This game don't start on the robbing thing because the Warriors have not been robbed in today's game at any stage. Oh, that's a try. That's a try. Oh, whoa. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. No way. No way. That was a try. What? Where was the knock on? I thought that was a try. That angle from how? Yeah, exactly right, Much. How they calling that a knock on? The other angles weren't great, but then that angle just then showed that was a try. Much as there's the Warriors call. Yeah, that's a poor call. So Warriors should be thanking the refs today, actually. Restart shouldn't be blaming the refs. You should be thanking the refs. One, you probably should have had a man sent off, not binned. And two, that was a try, in my opinion. That's crazy to me. Especially considering we only got one viewing of it, and then it was just that it was a knock-on, but everyone else celebrated, thinking it was a try. Oh, that's going to be a lost ball there from the Warriors. All right, here come the Raiders. Jack Whiten to Croker. Croker's away here. Jared Croker to 30, 25, 20, still going. Can't get the offload away, though. First tackle. First, Lucas, brother, come on, man. Come on, man. You got to be unbiased for 1 second, man. This is people who have no affiliation with this game, I'm telling you. Second tackle here for the Raiders. They're 13 metres out here from the line. Second tackle, Zach Wolford gives it out the back here to Joe Tarpany, and Tarpany now be 5 metres out. Bunga needs to be checked for HIA. But says 1 metre out for the line now. Third tackle. Oh, that's a knock on. That's a knock on. Knock on there. Ball has been lost. Tarpany right on the line too, but the Rays have had all the opportunities. Like Warriors, you can at least be thankful that you've had pretty good defense today. At least you can say you've had pretty good defense, and all the opportunities have gone towards the Raiders, and yet they've only scored 1 try, and it was off a lucky bounce too. Well, they've scored 2 tries, but one was taken off him, and the other one was a lucky bounce. Oh yeah, all the way 11:38 in Zakynthos, Greece. 11 in a row premiership winning Dragons. That was about 400 years ago, Oya. That was about 460 years ago that the Dragons won those. Right now, no, I can't insult the Dragons to Oya. He's a cold hero, Oya. He's a cold hero. I can't insult the Dragons right now. Oh my God, Wateni Zelesniak's been slapped. It's a penalty to the Warriors too. Oh, by the way, how good was that hit yesterday from Tino? Oh, that hit from Tino, I felt that in the stands. Does White come into contact with his head here? I think that's a bin. That's a bin if the last one was a bin. That's a bin if the last one was a bin. This should be a bin here for Jack Whiten. Oh, okay. It does come in contact with the head, blocker. There's contact from the shoulder and the head. I agree with the Warriors here. All right, well, that's a bit of a make-up call there for the Warriors. You can't complain with the refs so far tonight, but you can complain about that one. I think that should have been a bin. But Warriors fans, you can't really blame the refs tonight. You probably should have had a send-off, and you probably also should have had a try conceded against you. But you'll unfortunately have to cop that one on the chin. You have to cop that one on the chin. Spider-Man says the Warriors will never ever win a game on Aussie soil. Never. Oh, well, they're only down 6-0. It's a penalty. The Warriors again. They're only down 6-0. 10 minutes to go in the first half, guys. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. They won't bin the Raiders on their big night. It's a good point. It is a good point. But in the same sense, if that was the case, you would have thought that they would have given the try just then to the Raiders if it was rigged in that favour. Warriors just got to stop knocking the ball on, Lucas says. You're 100% right. They have been making a lot of mistakes here today. But here's their opportunity. They've had one attacking opportunity all game so far. This is their second. Let's see if they can do it. The last one ended in a really terrible kick from Luke Metcalf. So 3 minutes to go here of the sin bin for the Warriors. And yet they're the ones on the attack. Adam Fanor-Blake, please score for my super coach. That would be nice. That would be nice. 18 metres out here from the line. Second tackle. They go right inside. Waiting until Harris. Sean Johnson with the ball. Sean Johnson at the back here. They give it outside. Oh, 10 metres out from the line here for the Waz. Adam Pompey. Third tackle. 8 metres out. Gives it out to Nickel Clockstar. And Nickel Clockstar will be 5 metres out of the line. Fourth tackle. It'd be great to see the Waz get one here, considering how they've been under the pump all day. Gives it to Wade Egan. Wade Egan down to Luke Metcalf. Metcalf, wrong play. Forward taken down 30 metres out. Right inside for Fanor-Blake. Fanor-Blake at the back end, Sean Johnson. Sean Johnson kicks it over the top here into the corner. And that is... Wowee! Watene Zelezniak! Where was the defense from the Raiders? Watene Zelezniak, if he gets this down, that's a great try for the Warriors. That's a brilliant kick from SJ. That's a great take from Watene Zelezniak, and that's a great kick from Sean Johnson here into the corner. 10 minutes out for Fanor-Blake back to Shawnee J, and this kick was brilliant. Where is Hopawade, though? Why is Hopawade so far in there? Why are you not on your man? Oh, it's a brilliant try for Watene Zelezniak. Brilliant try. How good's that? Where is Hopawade, though? Like, what are you doing that far inside, man? Mark your man. But you can't get much better than that. Look at the way that he just moves himself around. He's a magician with Watene Zelezniak. Not only does he have beautiful hair, but he's just a beautiful try scorer. Yeah, what a year this guy's having, Brighton says. Absolutely. To be fair, he was fantastic in the Rugby League World Cup as well for New Zealand. Scored 5 tries in the game, didn't he? That is his best put down I've seen. Oh, I don't know about that. A great put down. I think that Israel Folau's try back in the day was a pretty phenomenal put down. But that was a fantastic put down for sure. Wooders' kick went forward, penalty raised. You can't. Don't do it. No, Wooders talking shit. Don't, Warriors fans, don't listen to Wilder. Wilder's talking shit. Wilder's just trying to get you to start blaming the refs because the refs have actually been on your side for the most part of tonight. So don't listen to this bullshit Wildred over here. Yeah, don't bullshit me, man. Don't bullshit me. I know what you're trying to do. 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Sean Johnson from the sideline. Good kick. Oh, it's a beautiful kick from the sideline. 6-6. Woo-hoo. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Is this the game that played... Is this the guy that played for my team a few years ago? Yeah, it is. Actually, both wingers are. Watene Zelezniak and Marcelo Montoya for the Warriors ex-Bulldogs, aren't they? Oh, what a put down. Jared Force's blocker, go help clean up and help the folks living in the building you guys considered a home club. That's an insult towards blocker. I'm not really too sure what it means, but it's an insult towards blocker, so I back it. Scott Johnson says this is a great game so far. This is Rugby League, folks. It is a good game, yeah? It's a really tight game. Warriors making a lot of mistakes, controversial calls, tied game 6-6, milestone game, low scoring grind, men in the bin. It's had everything so far. Everything. Big hits. Oh, but she's letting that Bimbo! They've thrown punches! They've actually thrown punches there. Watene Zelezniak and Corey Horsburgh's going for Biffo. Biffo. This game's got everything. There we go. That's the last thing that we were waiting for. And there's that. The last thing we were waiting for. And my goodness me. Bit of Biffo. Got a bit of Biffo. Yeah, Horsburgh. No, sorry. Huz had Young and Watene Zelezniak. And then Horsburgh comes in. Give a slap. Did Horsburgh close his left fist there? Oh! Horsburgh might get bent there. I think Horsford's going to get binned here. Hold on. So they push each other here. Horsford throws a left there. Just depends on his arms close. But look at Wade Egan here. Does he have his left hand open as he's pushing? There's not much in it, but I'm just throwing that they are. It is a punch thrown. That on the rules of it, they do usually bin him here. So they've pushed each other here. Does he close his left fist though? No, he just kind of shoves Wade Egan. I don't know how they're going to call this. I don't think anyone needs to go to the bin here, but I just know what the referees are usually like. The angry orangutan going out of the advice, sound like your mouse says. I feel like they might. I think that Horsburgh. Dallin. Penalties. No, it's just going to be penalty Raiders. That's it. I like that refereeing. I like that refereeing. Horsburgh is happy about that. Damn. I am surprised though, considering usually they would call any kind of swing in motion as a punch thrown and bin, but it does show that they're loosening up. Like, if you're going to bin Horsburgh, you probably bin Watene-Zelezniak too. So Warriors fans, you can't really complain too much about that. But the penalty for the Raiders is interesting. However, the binning is like, if Horsburgh goes, you probably see Watene-Zelezniak go as well. That's a release smile right there, but he thought he was off. Yeah. They're just Total Harris is talking with the ref right now. That's the end of the segment, the ref said. What is this now? Corey can slap up TPJ in Origin. TPJ won't get selected. Sales fan was honestly, while Big Red swung, they were the weakest swings I've ever seen in my life. You're right. You are right. It's just that usually they do still call that a bin. Usually. Play on, don't stop the game. Yeah, well, they've given the penalty to the Raiders here. So they're going to take the 2, the Raiders, and they'll be up 8-6 with 5 minutes to go in the first half. 8-6. But it should be up 8-6. Jared Crogan won't miss this. Surely not. If TPJ gets selected again, I would admit New South Wales doesn't get Origin. Mudge. New South Wales don't get Origin, mate. So Kroger will make it 8-6 here with 5 minutes to go in the first half. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Star Wars family says, so the Raiders lost the sin bin 6-0. What? MK says, come on to Warriors, said Watson says, just let us have some free biff then. Let us have some free biff, you know? Bit of biff over here, bit of biff over there. Bit of John Bateman's a cat, but Tino is his daddy. You know? Exactly right, Medvedev. You know, Mudge only just realised, well, what are you doing, Mudge? You know, wake up to yourself, Mudge. Wake up to yourself. You don't think that that you've thought up until this moment that New South Wales get Origin? Wake up to yourself. So 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. If New South Wales pick TPJ, I'll become a Queenslander. Look at you Blues fans flock, eh? Look at you flock. Look at all you Blues fans flocking. And this is why you don't get Origin. So Warriors kick this ball off. And it will be the I've known for a while. I just refuse to admit it. Makes sense, man. Makes sense. The first tackle now for the Rays. It was Andrew Johns in 2020. Was it 2020 when Andrew Johns said that New South Wales just don't get Origin? And then the year after complained that people were saying New South Wales don't get Origin. And said, like, people need to wake up themselves and stop, you know, he started talking about how he bled for the team and all this sort of stuff. But yet the year beforehand, he was saying that New South Wales just don't get Origin. He's something else, that bloke. So, 4 tackle in with the Rays are at the 30. So, Seb wants his baby had him all day. I can tell you right now, no, mate. Then it says, Blue Smurfs. Mark Andy says, Warriors always play much better second half. Incorrect. Warriors have one good half. Whether it's the first half or second half is up to discussion. That's out in the full. That's out in the full there, is it? No, it's not. It's going to be Warriors ball here at the 25. It'll be Warriors ball at 25 here. Very close to being at the full there. But no, it's not true. The Warriors usually have one good half, one bad half. So their first half has been pretty solid, actually. You just got to hope that they don't have a really bad second half, or they have a really good second half, and this was their bad half. But there's no good first half or good second half. It's just a good half. for the Warriors usually. Mudge says, is there a team that kicks out in the full more than the Raiders? No. However, that wasn't out in the full, but it was close enough. It's close enough. To be fair, it's definitely not the Tigers much because Luke Brooks couldn't even kick it over the sideline last night. Second tackle here for the Warriors. Tola Harris gets it off to Fanor Blake, and Fanor Blake to the 45. Third tackle. Dataman says 2020 he said we don't get Origin, and after last year, and still now he's crying about people that we say we don't get Origin. Yeah, I know. He effectively encouraged it, and then is now crying that people are saying it when he said it. He said it. And he's a blue. T-Rex says bring back the trophy to Wales. I don't believe Charles going to play. I don't think he will. Up it goes there from the Wise. Good take from Abuade under good pressure. No more bin, Mark Anthony. They're back now. What's his name is back? Who was it? It was Mitchell Barnett. He's back. So it's such a New South Wales thing to say. Mate, they don't say much. Except for the fact they're going to win 3-0 this series. Or hashtag 1 in a row. They love that. They love that for sure. So Raiders, Nick Cottridge gets a good offload to Sebastian Chris. And Chris is still going here. Taking out at 35. Oh man, how good was Brimo last night? Brim done millionaire. How good's he? So they kick this ball to about the 20. And it will be Marcelo Montoya at the 15. Gets it to the 25. Dasma says hashtag 1 in a row. That's a very New South Wales thing to say. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Minute to go here, second tackle. People don't understand the joke of hashtag 1 in a row. To clarify, New South Wales lost 8 in a row. The year that they won in 2014, they put a hashtag on Twitter. Hashtag 1 in a row. They didn't get, you can't have 1 in a row. Because a row is 2 or more. So what is hashtag 1 in a row? You Muppets. So Adam Fanor Blake will get this ball to the 35. Fourth tackle, good offload by Adam Fanor Blake. Wade Egan taking down to the 28. 3-point field goal. Give it a crack. 35 seconds to go. May as well. Sean Johnson puts that ball into the corner. Retains to Lesniak. No, back here for the Waz. Is it still what's Whiten doing? 6 again. Why did Whiten do that? Oh, because he was offside. Raiders touched it. That's my bad. May as well. Oh, no, you just have to go for the try, really. You can try and get back for the 2-point field goal, but... Alright, so 10 minutes out here from the line. Waiting 9 seconds to go here of the first half. And Blake, Sean Johnson, short ball. Jackson Ford. Does he get up and play it? No, he doesn't get up and play it in time. He does not get up and play it in time. It will be a knock on there from Jackson Ford. I hate that because I got him my super coach. I got him a super coach, so he does get that knock on just before half time. But there we go, guys. 8-6, the Raiders. Good first half. Really fun first half here. Solid defensively. Really don't know how to call this game. I think the Raiders still go on with the job here, but it's going to be a real tight affair for the rest of the game here. But I'm going to go grab another Pepsi Max here because I just finished that one. Get a nice little fresh Pepsi Max. Obviously, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here, and I will be back in just a few moments. Keep going. Mate, Jay never misses, mate. Jay never misses. All right, guys, I'll be back in just a few moments. Jay never misses, man. He's so funny. I'm still laughing, Jay. I'm still laughing all the way as I'm going. Oh, you're a funny man, Jay. You're a funny man. He's a funny man, that Jay bloke. Alright. No more knock-knocks, Daz. No more knock-knocks. T-Rex, I think the Wires can get the job done. Yeah, look, I wouldn't put it past either team here, man. I wouldn't put it past either team. You know, it's been a good game. Real solid game. Wires have had to deal with a lot defensively and have held out quite strongly. I do believe that Whiten should have been binned for that hit because it is direct shoulder contact to the head, just like it was with Mitch Barnett. But I do believe Mitch Barnett should have been sent off rather than binned. I think that the Raiders scored a try that was taken off them. But I do believe that they scored. That we'll probably see another replay of it soon. I don't believe... I'm pretty happy with the referee's decision not to beat anybody for that biffo. Can't remember why it was called a penalty to the Raiders, though, because I think it was Warriors' ball, wasn't it? I can't remember. But, yeah, I'm not... I'm okay. I think there's a couple of calls that were poor, but overall, the Raiders deserve a 2-point lead, I would say. They would. Holly French says, hello, how come you don't do your weekly tipping video anymore? So, Holly, I do. It's just that this last week or so, there's been a lot going on in regards to like constant losses and with how much I'm invested in the team of the Gold Coast Titans and whatnot. I need to take a little bit of a break. So this week I wasn't able to put them out, but next week they'll start up again on Tuesday. We've got the vlog coming out on Saturday night. And we've got the game on Monday between the Eels and Dogs. And then next Tuesday, we'll start up again. So, yeah, sometimes you just need to, when you know you need a break, you just take a little bit of a break. And we had a couple of days off, Tuesday, Wednesday. We just didn't post anything. So, yeah, it'll be back next week. Don't worry about that. I did actually see your message on Instagram. I just hadn't had time to get back to you just yet. But, yeah, Tuesday, it'll be back. Mudge says, if White was a forward, he's binned every day of the week. White was a forward. Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. Stars Fanboy says Scotty Sorensen extends for 3 years. Love the man. Oh, he does at the Panthers. Oh, good stuff. Scotty Sorensen's been good, eh? He's been good. Oh my god, people beat off on the Joe Who. Unbelievable. David says, got everyone with that one. Never saw it coming. Daz. Never ever saw it coming. Much as you going to do a mid-season ladder prediction? Bingo. I'm going to do that on Wednesday. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget. I'm going to write that down because it's a good time to do it, actually. It's a very good time to do it. Mid-season ladder prediction. If you guys think I'm not putting the Titans in the 8, you're dreaming, FYI. So just get that into your brains. Get that into your brains. So that's the only one you can lock in. Titans, 6th. Sue me. Dasman says, don't lie to yourself, Ricky. Okay. Marcel says, who are the try scorers? Try scorers so far have been Watani Telesnia for the Warriors, and for the Raiders, it was it Matty Tomoko? I think it was Matty Tomoko. I'm pretty certain it was. We'll go have a look at the Supercoach scores in a second as well. We'll go have a look at the Super... No, it was Jack Whiten. Sorry, Tomoko didn't score. It was Jack Whiten who scored the other try. Let's go have a look at Supercoach. Let's go have a look at the Supercoach. I want to see what Jackson Ford... No, sorry, I didn't even reserve Jackson Ford, so I'm okay. He's on 20. I do get the lowest score, though, of this team because I don't have a 5'8 this week. So right now, I'm looking at Jackson Ford's 20. I do have Utul Commander's 57, and then it's going to hope that Valisa Tefado has a pretty good game, and I can still probably get a 50-odd score because Shawnee Johnson... No, sorry, because Ford will still probably end up around the 40-50 mark, I reckon. Valisa Tefado, I probably will get his score depending on how many minutes he plays. But let's go have a look at the players so far. AJ Brimson, buddy, get around the Brimdog Millionaire, eh? Get around him. Get around the Brimdog Millionaire. Even Phil Sami on his 100th game last night, 93 points. Who's the highest scorer so far in this game? 37 for Josh Papali'i. Not a high scoring Supercoach game so far. Fenor Blake on 30. I just realised I have him in my team too. I forgot all about that. I forgot. Oh, no, I don't. Oh, no, in the other team. In the other team we do. And the other team with your Mark Anderson, did Rays player clear the HIA? I'm not sure. Who was it? Rapana? I don't think so. I didn't see him back out there, and I did say that I doubt he comes back. Is it going to tell us here on this website? He hasn't come back on the field. He went off at the 23 minutes for 56 seconds. Maybe they're waiting to the second half, but if someone in the chat can let us know if Rapana will come back from his HIA, that'd be great. James Pikes who put the Titans face off in the grand final. Rabbitohs. Mayman says, Titans too good for the Tigers. I love it. How good was last night? Someone says, what happened to the fake Vegas total? Feel like I was robbed more. Guys, for some reason it's not updating live. I would love to put the fake I would love to put the donation thing up there, but it doesn't update live anymore for some reason. I don't know, and I need it to update live. Mudge says, my Supercoach team has been absolutely decimated the last 2 weeks. I'm in top 10,000, but it's not looking good. Yeah, I have no 5'8 this week. I have no 5'8 this week. Jared Ford says, he's better when Zelezniak catches the ball. To be fair, Can I still reverse trades if a player hasn't played? I can, can't I? I can, can't I? So I could keep... Oh, but Sean Johnson's a reserve. Damn it. Who was the other one that I got rid of? Who else did I trade this week? Let's have a look at the under changes. Oh, no, and I brought Tanner Boyd in for the hooker because Robson was out. It was 64 from Tanner Boyd's pretty nice, especially with the break even of 42. Damn it, I can't. Yeah. Unless... No, because I wouldn't... Yeah, if I had start Sean Johnson and left clear on the bench and then I went and tried... Damn it, whatever. Who cares? We'll slap him anyway. We're going to score 2,000 points to the coach anyway. Scott Johnson says, Bigger, have you tried the hospitality at Super Stadium? If you have, do you recommend it? Thanks. It's impossible for me to recommend that, mate, because I'm obviously on the drums, on the front line, the official supporters club of the Gold Coast Titans. We have a podcast over there with Clarkey every week. Go and subscribe to that channel in the pinned comment. If you want to know all about Titans and whatnot, we'll have players on eventually. We're just starting out for the time being. But yeah, look, I've never been in the corporate because I'm too busy doing my job. I have to, create the atmosphere, create the vibes, create the chants. People can talk their shit and say that it sounded like there was more Tigers fans yesterday, but we're all very well aware that was just simply not true. But yeah, I have to do that over there, so I can't go onto the corporate side. But yeah, contact the club and see if you and go have a enjoy the experience over there. But that's just not for me. I'm not a massive corporate guy. Like if I go to ANZ, like a core or whatnot, or Suncorp, I'm okay going into corporate. But at Seabus Super Stadium, I'm always in the same seat every single week. My man's thoughts on Tino and Appy incident. That was Appy not knowing how to tackle. T-Recky says, Sam says, thank God Tino got off charge with hitting Appy and breaking his jaw. Appy broke his own jaw with his tackling technique. Mudge says it's still off, so I assume he failed. Yeah. Seb says rip-off. You're a rip-off, mate. Jay Austin says Canberra ain't as fit as the Warriors. Second half, they're going to get smoked up the wires. Okay, but the weather, the cool air of... Actually, no, New Zealand's the same. There's no problem with that, actually. I don't know. Canberra's going to be a tough one, man. Canberra's going to be a tough one. But I wouldn't guarantee either of these teams to win at this point. I'll still lean with the Rays, though. All good, Jay. I haven't really been on Discord a lot recently. Monty says Canberra going to have to win in this for Kroger 13+, I think. No, I think we won at 12. If the Rays win, we won at 12. If the Warriors win, 1 at 12. Mayo Man says Warriors top 5 defense in the NRL, to be honest. I'll go confirm that for you. Points differential against. The Warriors have given up 244 points, which is so second, third, fourth. Yeah, they're fourth. They're fourth for defense in the competition. Only one's better are the Panthers with 143 against. Actually, no, they're third. They're third for defense. Giving up 100. No, sorry, they are fourth. No. So they're only behind the Panthers, the Broncos, and the not Sharks. Yeah, the Sharks. Yeah. To be fair, everyone insults the Sharks for their defense, but they're actually one of the better defenses in the comp. The Sharks are actually one of the better defenses in the comp. The Sharks are actually third for defense. Sharks are actually second for defense in the comp. Because the Panthers have 143 against, the Sharks have 231 against, the Broncos have 243 against, the Warriors have 244 against. Take the 6 away now, so 250. So they're actually fifth in the comp now, but that's without the Rabbits having played the game. So the Warriors are actually fourth, yeah. The Warriors are fourth. It's pretty good. You can't go by that. But the Sharkies are the second best defense, which is crazy. You wouldn't have thought that. Marge says those drums are louder than anything else. I do my best, bro. I do my best. Matthew says Tigers made JC look half decent last night. Cry, Matthew. Cry. T-Ricky Namunga says Warriors win this game. We go to 18 points. And with the bye next week, we go to 20 points. But pretty much everybody has the bye next week, T-Ricky. Rod Thomas is delusional Tigers fan. Yeah, they can cry. Mark Kenneth says, what's the odds that Rays will win? Right now, the odds, I'd probably say $1.80, $1.90, I'd probably say. That's just an assumption right now, though. Let's go have a look at the live. What they're looking like. By the way, India, how you going? $1.35. Wow. The Rays are $1.35 from this game. Ooh, the Warriors are good odds. Warriors are good odds right now. I personally wouldn't bet on this game, but the Warriors are good odds if you think the Warriors win. They're 3-1. What happens if you get the margin right for tipping? Well, you get a good pat in the back. Jay Austin says, Warriors have solid D. Just hard to play against the refs and TMO. Oh, no, bro. You should have had a send-off with Mitchell Barnett for starters, and I believe that should have been a try there for the Rays as well. Also, TMO, that's a very rugby union way of saying things, is bunker. But I believe that both teams have had their unfair calls. But overall, this game has not been a robbery by any means. It hasn't been a robbery by any means. The Rays have deserved the lead, but overall, the Warriors have been good defensively, for the most part. Matthew says, lucky Wakeham and the Hearts, put anyone else in, Tigers 13+. Okay, you can keep crying. And just enjoy your team being down the bottom of the table. Mark Anthony says, fourth, that's killer defense. I hope we win. It's going to be close. Yeah, you just need to fix the attack. Let's go have a look at the Warriors' attack this season. Warriors' attack this season, they're 256. Ooh, no, that's not good. Still better than the Storm, but geez, that's not good. Damn. All right, so for attack, they are 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They've actually got a worse attack than the Dragons. They've got the Warriors have a worse attack than the Dragons. They had 12th for attack this year. The Warriors, that's not great. But defense, top 4, they're 4th place. Attack-wise, they're 12th. And that's below the Dragons. Big yikes. But their defense is nearly 100 better than the Dragons. So that tells you everything you need to know. It tells you everything, man. Jam Force, can't wait to see the Warriors game in Auckland. We don't have a game in Auckland this year, unfortunately, bro. Maybe next year. Rosa says there might be a bit of bias here, but Sammy for an Origin recall. Mo definitely should. Mo will. Sammy's been incredible this season. I don't think he gets enough of Coates, though, and Selwyn Cobbo will play, I believe. Is that the one? No, Talangi will play, not Selwyn Cobbo. Talangi will play. They'll probably bring Xavier Coates in, but Phil Sammy is definitely next in line for sure. All right, second half's about to start here, guys. The Rays are out in the field. About to see the Warriors come out as well. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Do not forget, Manly versus the Dolphins right after this as well. Manly versus the Dolphins. 59% possession of the Raiders. Sport rugby league is a possession game. So Warriors fans, if you can get some possession back, maybe we might see you, really take the lead here because you're only down by 2. 12th on attack, I just cried. Yeah, Mark Anthony, it's not great viewing. Not great viewing indeed. So the Warriors will start off with the ball here at their 5. Chasnell Clockstar gives it off to Adam Fanua-Blake. Calls it's going to be him, and he's going to break through to the 15 straight away. Della says up the wires. Bailey says, what a great night of footy. Both games were bangers. I know you're a Dolphins fan, so that's why you think that. Most people won't give a shit about the game tonight, but it could be a close one. I think Manly win decently, to be fair, however. Mayman says that it seems like there's a lot more Warriors fans this year. Always the way, bro. Every team goes through it. Go and have a look at all the Sharks fans in 2016, where they all come from. 4 tackle now, 45 metres out in from their own line. Where do all these Panthers fans come from? But then again, Panthers fans also very much admit to that. Everyone admits to it. You know, it's like me with the Titans. One day the Titans will get a lot of fans. Wade Egan right inside, get on Sean Johnson. Johnson here to Marana Niokore, taking out the 30, fit tackle now. Anyone who's a true fan admits when the bandwagoners are there. It's only the bandwagoners who fight tooth and nail to get the people respecting all the fans. Marcelo Montoya still last year, and they'll get taken out the 18th. That's weird. That was weird. But yeah, if you're a true fan, you can admit when there's bandwagoners. If you're a bandwagoner, you fight to say, no, all these fans have been here this whole time. And that's where you catch people out. That's exactly where you catch people out. Because people who are true fans understand that. Other ones who are just there for a couple of games or one season, whatnot, don't get what I'm saying there. New South Wales have so much pressure for game 2. New halves pairing and a must-win in Queensland. Very big ask to win. Very big. Not even just halves, just everywhere. Hooker as well. They're changing back to Damien Cook because of the Piccolo Sow injury. Horsburgh with a good run. 4 tackle at the halfway point. Dasman says, I'm a bandwagon Bulldogs fan, loyal to 2021. Mate, I've been a Panthers fan since 2020 for sure. And I'm a true fan. You know, go the Riff. Go the Riff, mate. Mount Druitt represent. Fit tackle here, 43 minutes out from the line. Ladies man says I got Warriors to win. Johnson is ready. Is your name really Ladies? Come on, brother. I remember when I was a young lad, like I was 13 years old, my email used to be surfer_guy_121@hotmail.com. That just reminds me of that. So it's going to be second tackle here with the Warriors at the 25. Third tackle now. I bet he's not. Just says. Oh boy. Marquez is getting let's go chases. You should see his email. Oh no. Alright, so the Warriors now give it off to Murata Niokore. He'll be at the 48. Burnsy says, been a Tigers fan since 2022. Mate, listen, they're not last. They're not last. You're just a bandwagoner. You're just getting on the wagon at the right time. Where they've gone from 16th to... don't worry. Don't worry. Second tackle now for the Raiders. They're going to be at the 30. Good little run by Jack Whiten to the 45. Oh, Rapana has come back on Martel. There you go. Albert White on the left hand side. Yeah, Rapana just ran the ball. Yeah, so he must have passed his HIA. Fourth tackle and have the Raiders at the 40. Stop showing us the coaches. We don't care. Show us the game. Starling to Jack Whiten, who whacks that up. That's a hard kick to take. It's going to sit there. It's going to bounce. It's going to bounce here. And Nickel Clockstar picks it up nicely. Nickel Clockstar's away here. Taking it to 20. Good run. Very good run. It's like my Tinder is hot boy 69. From 16th to 16th. Yeah, Burnsy, I thought you guys were 15th, but you're not. You're 16th. The Bulldogs have that illustrious task of 15th. Hey, at least you came last year, and then you're in the same spot this year, and you're not last this year. Huh? Positive. So fourth tackle here for the Wires. Wade Egan off to Advent Blake. That was a horrific pass from Wade Egan. That's a knock on. Dreadful. Matthew says overs in the Manly game. Yes, I think it's overs in the Manly game, like Titans 13 plus over Tigers. Mark Anthony says, do you support and still watch even when the Titans are getting smoked and expected to lose? Because I start to lose interest when my team loses. Mark, I go to every game, home or away. I've been there. I've never left a game early. Never once in my entire history before YouTube did I ever leave a game early. And I was going to games, every home game and away games when I could for 6 years before I started YouTube. So this is just me continuation of my support. And it has gotten crazier due to the investment, but it's just a continuation, right? But I know the feeling. I know the feeling of wanting to leave. Trust me. I can tell you that during the Dolphins game this year. So first tackle if second tackle at the 45. Give it off all. When we lost 54-0 to the Broncos in 2017 at Seabusman Stadium, that was a tough one to sit through. But you guys get to see. You watch my vlogs. You'll be able to tell if I leave early. I'm always there. Left-hand side now, Jack Whiten. Whiten gives it off here to Hudson Young. Hudson Young cuts all the way back to the... that was just a weird run. Fourth tackle at 30. Every ladies man has to start somewhere, Daz. Mate, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Jamal Fogarty out the back to Whitehead. Whitehead, good pass. Christian. He gets it off to Rapana. Rapana at the 10, taking our fifth tackle. That was a great run by Rapana. Good defense by the Wires. It was a great run by Rapana as well, though. All right, Starling gives it off to Fogarty. Fogarty puts that ball up in the air. They're going to knock it back here. No, good take by the Wires. Good take. Good take. Cortez, you got to ride the waves, baby. Mark, yeah, absolutely. You know, you're not going to have good... Well, the good times don't mean jack shit without the bad times. So it's a penalty here to the Warriors. Penalty to the Wires. Good defense again. But yeah, like I'll tell you guys, the good times, I don't care if you think you know. You don't know jack unless you've been there through it all. You don't know. You don't know. Like, for example, speaking on behalf of myself, if you weren't at that Dolphins game or watched that Dolphins game as a true Titans fan, you don't have a clue what it's going to feel like when we win the comp. You know, if you weren't there when we got pumped 54-0 by the Broncos in 2017, you're not going to have a clue at all. If you weren't there for the 13 years that our highest spot has been 8th, we've won one finals game in our history, and that was against the Warriors in 2010. If you weren't there throughout that, you don't know shit when we win the comp. You just think it's about winning and losing. Not about winning and losing. It's about the community. Third tackle at the 20, for the Warriors. Here they come. Third tackle. Tasmate says, how many iced coffees? To the left-hand side, the Warriors are taking down the 18. Four tackle. You still got Tafari on Supercoach. Bro's been named at lock. I do have him. He's starting a lock. He's starting a lock. Wade Egan right hand side. Charging on clock. Say starting a lock. That's crazy. Wade Egan. That's charged down by Kroger. So it's going to be 6 again here for the Warriors. Chancey. Warriors. Poppy. Oh, 3 minutes out. 3 minutes out. Deal with the ladies, no Jay. Yes, he is. Tall Harris, he'll get taken down. Sorry, Tom Ali taken down 1 metre out of the line. Is it Ale, Ali, or Ale? What is it, Warriors fans? Because the commentary says 3 million different things. T-Recky says, win or lose, Warriors been following since 1995. Exactly right. I know you guys know how I feel. Right inside, Wade Egan off to Sean Johnson. Sean Johnson to Nickel Clockstar. Nickel Clockstar! Try time the Wires. Try time for the Warriors. New Zealand go bang. It's 10:80 with a kick to come. 32 minutes to go the game. Chance, Nickel Clockstar. Bingo. Might have reserved him. Oh, yeah. Is he officially starting as a lock? Because if that's the case, I will do that. Olivia Reed with a $31.02 donation. Get around here, Olivia. Says, I made it, so I'm late. Another day, another donation. Scary times for Freddie New South Wales fans. With so many New South Wales players injured. Almost like they are too scared to play Queensland. Excited to be at Suncorp tomorrow. Good stuff. Appreciate you for the donation, Olivia. Another day, another donation. Goes to the Las Vegas donation fund. But yeah, it should be good to get home tomorrow for you guys. And New South Wales runs scared, so don't you worry. Don't you worry. All right, well I'm gonna reserve Tafato then. I had to. You got to reserve Tafato then, mate. Yeah, the Warriors have earned this lead. The commentary is right. The Warriors have earned this lead. So who have I reserved? Oh, Bailey Simonson I've reserved. So maybe instead of Simonson... No, Shakai Mitchell I've reserved. I'm going to take the reserve of Shakai Mitchell. And I'm going to put the reserve on Valencia Tefare. And then I have to go and fix the other team. So, Warriors just kept taking a kick right now. But wow, the Warriors really did earn that. They've defended a lot so far in this first half. They really have. Oh, cool. KO's freezing up. Yeah, cool. Oh, no, the whole thing's freezing up. The whole computer's freezing up. I'm dying, freezing. I'm freezing. I'm back. Alrighty. Olivia says, what are you watching on? You're so ahead of me. I'm watching on KO. 30 minutes to go here. The game, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. But Shawnee Johnson, log in. I've got to change another team. Is that Haas brother Titan? Yes, Mons. It is Khalees Haas. Best Haas in the business. Sean Johnson makes the kick. 12:80 with a kick to come. Not 12:8 with a kick to come. 12:8 with the kick just made. But you'd love that. Pretty weak defense there from the Raiders to allow Neil Clockstar. Why can't I log into Supercoach? I need to change a team. Not my team, though. Actually, I don't even know if we still have Valencia Tefado in that team. All right. That's actually that's big time. Chat, let me know. Do you reserve Valencia Tefado or do you reserve Josh Schuster or Harrison Edwards? Which one are you taking off the reserve? Are you taking off Harrison Edwards or Josh Schuster and to put Valencia Tefado, or are you leaving it with those guys? Monty Reedy says, Raiders will win. Still, I feel Warriors know how to throw games away. They do, but you also were telling us 13 plus Raiders, Monty. You were telling us 13 plus Raiders. Olivia says, usually you're behind. No, usually you're behind, Olivia. I just don't let you know. I'd take off Edwards, probably. Come on, Curran, Jared Ford says. All right, so it's going to be Jackson Ford. I guess he's ball to the 43. Josh Schuster should be captain. Shut up. Martin Schuster, highest ceiling. Edwards and Valencia both starting at lock. I think Valencia is probably more of a threat. I'd probably take it off Edwards and then put Valencia. Yeah. Very good shout. Johnson. Knock on Hopewade. And here come the Wires again. 6 tackles, 3 minutes out. Raiders, what happened? 11 minutes out. James Pike fins up or fins down. Cut the fins off, baby. Second tackle here for the Warriors. And then we're 5 minutes out from the line. Second tackle here. They score here. This is massive. Second half's been just... I told you guys, possession. Possession in the first half was massively in favour of the Raiders, and then now the Warriors getting possession, and that's why they're doing all right. Knock on, though. And Crocus away. Take it out to 10. A good run, though. All right, so it's a Raiders ball here after that knock on. That's going to be a penalty every day of the week. That's going to be a penalty every day of the week there to the Raiders. Every day of the week. That was really silly there from White Egan. Really silly. All right, so we're going to take that off Harrison Edwards. I'm going to blame you guys. I'm blaming you guys if that doesn't come off. Because we've got Garrick, Graham, Meaney, and Crichton as the centre wings there in this team. Not my team. James Price, Finn's hatred. Cut Finn's off. Levy says L Butterfingers. He knock on over here, knock on over there, knock on everywhere. So first tackle of the Rays at the 40. 28 minutes to go to the game. Oh, stop trying to milk it, Gula. Get up. Get up. Joe Tarpane. Strong run to the 50. Really good run. Good post-contact meters there. Second tackle, Starling onto Horsburgh. Horsburgh to Whiten. Whiten to Hudson Young. Yeah, Hudson Young's been really locked up nicely by the Warriors tonight. They've really focused on that. And it'll be Horsburgh. Offloads it, but it's going to be knock on by Sean Johnson, I reckon. Yep, knock on Sean Johnson. So 6 again here for the Raiders. 30 minutes out. Olivia, do you ever hear the drums you play in your sleep? Absolutely not. When I get into that bed, I fall asleep immediately. I fall asleep very quickly. Well, I think I told you guys this the other week. I usually stay up until about 3, 4 a.m. in the morning after a game because I'm still so pumped up. Less so if it's an earlier game. But I've gotten back into watching Suits again. I've watched it before, but I've just gotten back into it. Left-hand side now, Jack Whiten. He'll be 30 minutes out. Sorry, is it 30 or 10? No, it's 30 minutes out. 30 minutes out of the line here for the Raiders. First tackle, Joe Tarpane. And Tarpane to the 20, 15. Jeez, he's been getting some good post-contact meters in this last couple of sets. But I definitely feel my chest today. Right-hand side, onto Horsburgh. From all the screaming yesterday, I feel my chest. 3 minutes out here from the line. Starling at the back here, Fogarty. Fogarty gives it off here to... I don't even know who that was. It's going to be Sebastian Chris! Was that strip? Oh, they're going to say knock on here. It looked like there might have been Tohu Harris's hand guiding that out, but Chris doesn't look like it's a strip. It just looks like he's lost that. There you go. As I says, I'm smelling a redhead try. We'll keep smelling, Daz, because I don't think you're smelling this game. I don't think you're smelling this one here. Tohu Harris on the hand of the ball. It absolutely was a strip. No, it wasn't blocker. That was a strip. They should have challenged that. I was right the whole time. Tohu Harris clearly had his left hand on the ball there and took it out. But luckily for the Warriors fans, the referees did not see that. And the Raiders didn't challenge it. T-Ricky says, crack me up how the Dolphins do the fins up. Our local Pacific Sharks Rugby League club's been doing it. The left-hand side of the Warriors, they're away here. They're away. There's a chance here for the Wars. Oh, there's a chance. Glockster at the 40. Oh, Pompey taken down. 30 metres out of the line. Great run, though. 30 metres out of the line. The Warriors have got the Raiders on the back foot. Right inside, Sean Johnson gives it off here to... that's Lau Tower. 20 metres out of the line. Jasper Chocolate said, I give it up. Will the Raiders still have a chance? It's only 4 points. Left-hand side, 15 metres out from the line. I would love it if Sean Johnson scores. It'd be nice to my super coach team. You know what I'm saying? Tohu Harris gives it off here. Bunty! No, it's Tomali! Tomali! Try time for the Warriors under the post. Tomali. I thought it was the big fella Bunty, but it was Tomali. Try time for the Wise. Raiders falling away in the second half. Salada. Brighton says, oh no, Raiders. T-Recky says, Tom Ali score. That's why he's given up, Olivia says. That's why he's given up. It's still only going to be 10 points in it, bro. Like, I wouldn't be giving up by any means. Jai says, nice to look at him in Supercoach. You had Tom Ali as Supercoach. Mark says, yeah, boo, lightweight. Too easy. The defense on the Raiders tonight has been very, very questionable. And, it's crazy. This is what I told you at the beginning of the game. Milestones are never gimmies. Because sometimes there's too much emotion involved. The Titans never usually win milestone games. Obviously, last night we did with Phil Sami's 100th, but it's not easy. It's not easy. Monsters Waz, a second half team. Waz are a half team. Whether it is their second half or whether it is their first half, they are not a second half team. They are just a half team. There is always, they either will have a very good first half and a not so great second half, or a very good second half and a not so great first half. They are not an individually good second half team. They are just a very good half team. Lauren in his house says, hi BKR, great win last night. Let's go to Waz, up at BKR Titans. Get around. I don't know why I said up with the BKR. That's me. I meant to say up to the Titans. Let's go to Waz, get around it. Much as other teams are always going to set up too, you'll be ready for it, absolutely. But this game's not over. You can't think this game's over just yet. I'm a Titans fan. I know all about this game not being over. Mark Anthony says, you were right about the betting. Would make some good money at the moment. Well, I did say, it's a good bet. Like, I wouldn't have bet in this game, but it was a good bet at 3-1 odds. I thought that was well and truly overs for the Warriors at half time. To say the Raiders were $1.35 was ludicrous, to be honest with you. I have no idea where that came from. So Tom Ali brings it up to the 10. First tackle. First tackle here. Gee, what a ball raising to get the ball back and put some sets together. Yeah. And again, at halftime, I said, when the Warriors start getting the ball, it could get dangerous for the Raiders because rugby league's all about possession. And the Raiders had 57% possession in the first half and had only got 8-6 to show for themselves. Now, the Warriors have got a bit of the possession about themselves and have brought it up to 18-8. So it tells you that although the Raiders were, had all the ball, the Warriors defended very nicely. And in the second half, they've gotten some ball and now they're able to attack. Benny 2021, so you're watching the World Test Championship Finals as well as the footy. I'm watching it. I'm not streaming it. I need break, man. But I've been enjoying Australia putting a sword through India. That's for sure. Especially after all the shit India speaks on my cricket streams usually. So the Raiders will get this ball out of the 45. To the 25. Rob says, which bad half did the Warriors have last week versus the Dolphins 30-8? No bad half that week. Don't happen all the time, but it's just that's usually what happens. But this year, they've taken it away a little bit. Last year was prevalent. The year before that was prevalent. But last week, you'd probably say there wasn't a bad half. I didn't get to watch last week's game, though, to be completely fair, because I was at the Titans game. But I would assume, based off of the 38 scoreline there was no bad half. So, fourth tackle, right inside, Starling off to Josh Papali'i. And Papali'i gets his ball to the 40, to the 35. Papali'i's been so strong tonight. Oh, it's a 20-metre run from Papali'i. You gotta love him. Gotta love the big bopper. All right, right inside to Fogarty, and Fogarty puts that ball in the air. It's a high kick. Oh, Clockstar. Not a good kick because it will be a 7-tackle set here for the Warriors, but Clockstar really safe onto the high ball there, and Clockstar will get to the 30. 0 tackle. First half last week wasn't the best. Yeah, I think you're looking for it there. In regards to what we're saying, no. But yeah, I think you're looking for that in that regards. David Ellis says, hey, BK, who'd you pick? I took the Raiders. I thought they'd get up here in their home game with Jared Kroger's 300th, but obviously not today so far, but still 21 minutes to go. Can you imagine the Raiders come back and Kroger scores the winning try? That's a penalty? Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that being called a penalty. I can understand the lifting motion, but I didn't think so. Can the Titans beat the Waz? I don't know if a Waz fan want to be talking shit to the Titans after considering we haven't lost to you guys since the first round of 2021 and the last 3 games we've flogged is. One of those games was a 44-0, FYI. I love the Waz, but I wouldn't be talking shit. Sorry, we didn't flog you in the last game at Mount Smart. Oh, no, that's my bad because in that game, you guys led with 14 points with, 7 minutes to go and lost that game. So, Miles, maybe just enjoy the game. Don't be talking shit about that because we haven't lost to you guys in about 3 years. So, Warriors with the ball now, left-hand side. It's going to be Mitchell Barnett gets his ball to the 25. Who do you think is going to be the minor premiers this year? It's probably the Panthers, bro. Probably the Panthers. David Ellis, I picked the Warriors by 6 in the NRL tipping. Good stuff, bro. I just realised I haven't done my tips on the tipping website so far this weekend. So, I have the Warriors in this game, but I guess I got the Tigers last night too. Second tackle, right-hand side, Sean Johnson gives it out the back here to Leah Tower. It'll be Josh Curran at the back of Sean Johnson, 15 metres out. Third tackle, Toll Harris. Harris gives it off. Metcalf, still going. 5 minutes out. Scott Johnson says, Raiders, come on, man. Come back. Hopefully. Let's not. Jay says, Sean Johnson, Josh Curran gets the offload back to Tor Harris, but not a great offload. Goes all the way back to the 15. And Harris taking that 5 minutes out. Adam from Blake, try time be nice. Or Sean Johnson. Sean Johnson at the back. Neil Glockster is still going. And taking down 5 minutes out. Not a bad play there, though, for the Warriors, because the Raiders have to go 95 minutes now. You can't really complain too much with that. Mark Haney says, 4th NRL in defense. Would you agree it's going to be hard for the Raiders to run us down? Absolutely. Yeah. 18 points is good if it was, because they've got the 12th best attack, but the 4th best defense. So they'll be pretty happy with the amount of points they've scored. And yeah, it would definitely be hard for the Raiders to run them down. From this point onwards, you'd have to say that the Warriors probably win this game. But with the emotion in the air, maybe the Raiders can click it up a notch. But I've told you guys, ever since before the season started, the Raiders are a very up and down team. They're incredibly inconsistent. They're a bit of a bland team. Like, they're not great. Like, they're solid, but they're not great. And this game is proving that, and the season so far has proved that. They went on a good run against some, nobody teams really. And the game against the Rabbitohs is like, the Rabbits had half of their team out. Oh, there's a lot of beef on that kick. What the shit? That was like an 80-metre, 70-metre kick just then. That was wild from Fogarty. It'd be a 7-tackle set here for the Warriors. That was wild. Margins, honestly, looking at the Broncos with all their buys sort of come, wouldn't be surprised if they get the minor premiership, although it hurts to say it. Yeah, maybe. But then again, last year, the Broncos were in a similar position and found a way to go out of the 8 with 4 games to go. So we have to wait for the post-Origin period, because they were playing well up until that Origin period, and then they tanked it after Game 3. So we're still waiting for that moment. Still waiting for it. And then if they can kick on, they'll be a genuine threat. They will be. But I still think they're a hooker away from winning the comp. If they have a better hooker, they win the comp. They have a better hooker, they win the next couple of comps. So third tackle, gives it off to Sean Johnson. Johnson, 45 minutes out to Fanor Blake. And Fanor Blake will be at the 34th tackle. I wish Tohu would score a try. I wish Sean Johnson or Adam Fanor Blake would score a try. I wish Jackson Ford. Sean Johnson, clock star. They give it out to Wateni's Lesniak. Oh, take that at 10, 5th tackle. Don't remind me. I'm reminding you, Olivia. I'm reminding you not to remind me. Clock star, Sean Johnson. Oh, try time for the West. Luke Metcalf, what a pass from Sean Johnson. What a pass from Sean Johnson. Damn, this is LOL Raiders. Damn, in the milestone game, they're getting done 13 plus right now. That is some madness. But Sean Johnson, what a pass to Luke Metcalf. Thank you, Super Coach. Oh, no, but Sean Johnson's injured here. What's happening here? What's happened here to Sean Johnson, though? He doesn't look great. I think Sean Johnson's going to have to come out here with a HIA. Oh, he's bleeding from the nose. Oh, damn. Can we get the camera off him? Holy shit, Fox Sports. Come on. Okay, let's have a look here. So, Nickel Clockstar, Sean Johnson. Oh, I don't even know what happened here. That replay doesn't show anything. Nickel Clockstar, Sean Johnson. I don't know what happened. What actually? Nickel. Oh, it's just... It's nothing wrong with that. It's just accidental. There's nothing wrong with that. It's unfortunate. No, there's nothing wrong with that. It's unfortunate there. I think he's had somewhat head contact with Elliot Whitehead, which does suck. It's just an unfortunate head clash. There's no takeouts there. Yeah, referee is right. It's a complete accident there. I'm surprised. It didn't even look like he touched him for the majority of that. Yeah, it just goes head contact there. Like he gave me a heart attack, yeah. Looks like he clashed with Whitehead. Yeah, just. Daniel Thompson says, Warriors are playing their best footy this season for a long time, but it's a hard team to back for consecutive wins. Hope they keep it up. Yeah, for sure. The Warriors have the bye next week. I think they do. I think that's what we were talking about before. Comes at a good time. Yeah, the Warriors are the bye next week. Titans, Warriors, Raiders, Rabbitohs, Dragons, Dolphins, and Broncos. Tigers come against the Storm at a good time at Campbelltown, I guess. Alright, so it's going to be Pompey kicking here. It's going to be Pompey kicking for the Waz. I'm spewing because that hurts my Supercoach team because I would have got the points for Sean Johnson. But yeah, Sean Johnson, bless up to the man. That was alright. So you get the kick. So it'll be 24-8 here. We have 15 minutes to go here for the Waz. Nate J says the sheep are delighted tonight. It's looking like a candlelit dinner. Oh, Warriors fans. Nate's coming for you. Ricky right now would not be happy, Francis, that's for sure. He would not be happy at all. But, 16-point game. Don't forget, Manly versus the Dolphins. We'll be starting that stream up at 7:55, so in 20 minutes' time. Get around it. We'll take that conversion to Ricky says. Yeah, 16-point game. Didn't really matter. Mud says, SJ on 85 looking pretty good. So, he's on 85. Good stuff. Good score. Jeez, SJ's been great this year for Supercoach, man. People didn't pick him up. If you didn't pick up Dream Buller, you're freaking out right now. If you didn't pick up Sean Johnson, you'd be spewing too, especially in this period, this origin period. But now, hopefully he's all right. I don't think that that's anything too bad. I think he'll come out for the rest of the game, maybe. Or he might even just come up and get tapered up and then come back out as well, because it's not going to be a HIA or anything like that. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, they might actually HIA him. They probably will, actually. Logan's Aviation says, only cut-lipped, he smiled and waved at the camera. Yeah, they still probably take him out for a HIA, though. So, Warriors here, forward save. Any contact with the head, they usually do. Buller going up another 100k, is he? Oof. His break-even will be low again as well. 6 again on fit tackle there for the Warriors. Raiders, I don't think they can win this game. I think this is game over. They don't look like they have the positive mentality. They don't have the attitude right now. The Warriors have just got all the momentum. And they're already up by 16 points. The Waz with the fourth best defense in the league. So, Buller's going to be mid-700s soon. But Buller's kind of like a keeper at this point. Like, he's pretty much just a keeper. Good offload there by Curran. Mitchell Barnett. Minus 56 his break-even was the last 2 weeks. He'll be similar again. Truly. If you didn't pick up Dream Buller, God help you. So, Adam Fanor Blake, 5 minutes out. Can we get him a try, please? Please. It's going to be tough for Canberra now. It's going to be very tough. So, Wade Egan, short ball, Niokore, held up. Be fit tackle, 10 minutes out. Raiders look very flat, Olivia. Very flat. They had all the ball in the first half and couldn't score more than 8 points. All right, last tackle here. 10 minutes out here from the line here for the Warriors. This will completely finish this game up. They kick it through. That's played at. It's going to be 6 again, yeah. That's going to be 6 again. It's played at. And the Warriors, Metcalf. There we go, taking down to the 20. Feel sorry for Kroger, to be honest. Yeah, especially considering how it was made super. Well, I actually said this on... Did I say it on Instagram? I might have said it just yesterday at the game. Like, the Raiders made a huge deal about this milestone game. Doesn't work out for a lot of players, man. Third tackle. 10 metres out. Third tackle. Can we get a try to Adam Fanor Blake, please? Or Jackson for left-hand side. Wade Egan, baby, game over. Wade Egan, baby, game over. This is going to be 2 weeks in a row. They're going to win 3-8 if they keep this score. Is currently 28-8 with the kick coming right in front with 13 minutes to go here. I'm pretty certain the Warriors are going to win 2 weeks in a row, same score. Oh boy. Oh boy, Raiders. This ain't great, baby. This ain't great. Wade Egan just with an easy scoot. Lazy. Lazy from Papali'i there, to be fair. Raiders are tired from middle, you can see that. But Wade Egan goes bang with the fake dummy under the post. And that's definitely game over now. Sold out GIO Stadium. Soldada. 2 banging games in a row for us. Yeah, going as the bye, that's 6 points. Who do you play in 2 weeks as well? Who do you play in 2 weeks? Round 17. Away to the Dragons. And then at home to the Rabbitohs. So you could be 3 games in a row. And then play the Rabbits at Auckland. That'll be a sold-out game. That'll be a big game. That'll be a big game, especially with that being... Trell be back. Trell be back for that game, I'd say. Most of the others will be back. It'll be a big game for you. They'll tell you a lot about you. Marcel says, should I just let Kroger play last week? Good win. His kick would have been the difference. Nah. No, not in Campbelltown. Like, it's all good in hindsight, man. Like, in hindsight, cool. Yeah, of course, play it last week. But up until now, when they're getting pumped 38 at home, everyone was like, yeah, it makes sense. And it did make sense. So, yeah, in hindsight, you're right. But we can't go on hindsight. So, an AFB trial would have been better. It would have been better, Daz, mate. I agree with you. Yeah, it would have been better. Laurie Gingertown says, Kiwi celebrating Blues and Wires win tonight. Let's go. Chee-hoo. Oh, the Blues won, did they? Blues won. Rick Tantrum coming up. We love a good Ricky Tantrum. We love a good Ricky Tantrum. I like this because the Titans play the Raiders in 3 weeks' time down there in Canberra. So if the Warriors can win, hopefully we can win. SR says, hey Becca, I told you a few weeks ago I made the Crusaders squad when I make my debut. Would love an interview. Watched you in the past few years. Good stuff, man. Get into that Crusaders squad then. Hurry up. Hurry up, SR. Just don't beat the Fiji and Drua tomorrow. SR, don't beat the Fiji and Drua tomorrow. Oh, unless you're saying you did. Oh, you made the Crusaders squad. Don't worry, mate. We'll get you on one day. We'll get you on one day. Keep on grinding and I want to see you starting, son. What position do you play, sir? 4 tackling, 40 minutes out. Mark Anthony says, like Ricky Stewart tried to use the 300 game to get them over the line. He might have to put too much into it. Maybe. Jay says, can I have an interview too, please? Unfortunately, Jay, you are not a professional athlete. No. I'd rather go to the ladies' man for an interview because if he's a ladies' man, I want to find out. There's some advice. Knock on there for the Raiders. Oh, Metcalf! Take it down. 5 minutes out. The Raiders are getting pumped. 10 minutes to go in the game, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe for new round here. Forget the 30-8 scoreline. This could be a real blowout. This could be a real blowout here. Mitchell Barnett, 10 meters out from the line now. First tackle. Can I interview over charcoal chicken and hummus? As long as you're paying. Left hand side now. Tall Harris. Harris to add for Noor Blake. He'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. 1 meter out here from the line. Second tackle. Out the back to Tall Harris. Harris now to Metcalf. Metcalf gives it off to Niokore. Sean Johnson's still not on the field. I don't like that because I would have liked him for some more super coach points. 8 meters out now from the line. Niokore not looking too good there. Tall Harris. I don't have you in Supercoach Tall Harris, so you can't score. Give the ball to Jackson Ford, please. Wade Egan out to Metcalf. Metcalf to Nickel Clockstar, who just wasted everyone's time with a little jinky-jink run, and he'll get taken out to the 15. Fifth tackle. Jiraiya says, how you feel about the Drua making the quarters, bro? Toson Drua. Toson Drua. Good luck against the Crusaders tomorrow. It's a tough one there. In New Zealand... Is that a knock-on Warriors? It is a knock-on Warriors. So it will be Raiders ball 10 metres out from the line. Their own line. Very happy, Jiraiya and Josiah. Very happy. Datamate says, I was an under-8 junior rugby league grand final winner. Sure, that gets you an interview. Datamate, we've gone over this, mate. You were the orange peeler. That does not mean that you're in the team. It does not mean you won the grand final. Your team won the grand final. It does not mean you won the grand final. Got to start thinking, mate. Jad Ford says, go to Fiji and Drua. So third tackle now for the Raiders at 25. Did they get a report on the HI on Sean Johnson? I'm not sure. I didn't hear anything about it, Colin. At the back here, Jack Whiten. Whiten gives it off to Manny Tomoko. Tomoko threw it over the sideline. Solada. So Warriors ball. Did anyone know the score in the Blues game? Well, apparently the Blues have won. Any blue headphone streams coming up? Well, Antonio doesn't have a car at the moment, so apparently his whole engine's done. So Antonio does not have a car at the moment, which is a problem. Which is a problem there for him. Which means he can't get here because he lives on the other side of the Gold Coast to me. He lives in the busy area of the Gold Coast. I don't want to live in the busy area of the Gold Coast. So he's a little bit far away. It'd be good to see him come around. He wasn't able to go to the game last night because he was sick. Softy. Oh! At the side of the Warriors. They're 20 minutes out. You can just walk. Take a while to walk from his place to mine. Warriors, Metcalf, Tall Harris. at the 20-15 third tackle. Canberra fans, how dare you Wires come over and beat us and enjoy yourselves in our stadium? How rude. Fanil Blake, short ball, forward pass. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. In fact, I put prime in those oranges. Mate, that's prime time. I took the Warriors to win 10+. Yeah, but Tim Ricky, you're a Warriors fan. Doesn't matter. Well, again, I didn't make my tips on the tipping app this week, so at least I'll get the Warriors. And I didn't do my tips last week either, so that means I got all the away teams, and most of the away teams won. Mark Addy says, have you noticed a big decline in the Warriors' attack since SJ has been off? Absolutely. Daniel Thompson says, get over it, bro. Get over what? What am I getting over? What are you insulting? Don't time him out. I don't want him timed out. I want to know what he's talking about. Daniel, what are you telling me to get over? Jared Ford says, well played, AFB and Tohu. Yeah. So challenge unsuccessful performance from the Raiders. Get over it. I should get over it, Marge. I'm trying to figure out what I should get over. Tell me to get an Uber. Yeah, get an Uber. Go past McDonald's. Get us some coffee. And then some Coke Zero. And then here. Daniel Thomas says, Warriors coming over here. What are you talking about, Daniel? Oh, not me. I was going to say... I was like, I don't have a clue what you're talking about. So it's going to be the Raiders getting scored at the 25 with 7 minutes to go. That normally happens when you lose your best playmaker. Yeah, correct. EQ says he's a donkey. Colin says... Don't worry, you're not the first person to hate Jay. You won't be the last. So that's going to be a knock-on there for forward pass on the Raiders. The Warriors get the ball at 30. It was an insult from the start when they put a debutant against Kroger. Yeah, when they put Laotua. Jeez, this crowd's going off right now. Ooh. What's this song going on? There's just the hey baby, ooh, ah, I want to know if you've been my girl. That's the song they're singing right now. Ladies, man, are you there? Are you there? Are you getting them to sing that song, ladies, man? So it's 20 minutes out even the line. Josh Curran with the ball over the Warriors. Ladies man's there. He's the one who started that chant. Adam Fanua Blake, 10 meters out of the line, second tackle. Wade Egan, they could put a real big score past him here. Metcalf, Nickel Clockster. No, he's trying to pull over the sideline. No, which means Lesnar gets there. He'll be taken down at the 20. Ladies man's a bit busy at the moment. Yeah, he's busy starting the chant of the hey, baby. Who? Ha! That's what he's busy with. That's what he's busy with for sure. 4 tackle now for Nickel Clockstar and the Warriors. They're 10 meters out. Have a run, AFB. You can have a run, AFB, man. I want some Supercoach points here, son. He's probably on some good Supercoach point score anyway, but... Metcalf, forward, no. Jackson, forward, no. Forward, no. Forward, no. Forward, no. No knock-ons there. Francis says, Raiders fans leaving, I don't blame them. Oh, Biffo. Hey, guys, we've got another stream to go to. Can we please just hurry this game up, please? Let's just hurry this game up, please. David says, let's go to Warriors. Don't turn the clock off, please. Oh, a bit of a head clash there as well with Rapana and Niokore. Jeez, Rapana's been hurt badly today. He's only on 47, Muppet, I believe, gets hit in the... Oh, no. Oh, there's going to be a sin bin here. There's going to be a sin bin here for Niokore. Niokore in the bin. In the bin. Game is over, but Nikore's in the bin. Bradley says, didn't see Warriors smacking them on Krog's 300th. What a shame. I just think that there was too much emotion that went into this game, Bradley. They put too much expectation on this game for Jared Kroger's 300th. And, you know, the Warriors are a better team this year. You know, they are the 12th worst for attack, but they're the 4th best for defense in the competition. So, the Raiders are a very bland team. You know, this was never a gimme game. I said this from the start. I said this was a very 50-50 game. I didn't see 13+, though. I will give that credit to the Warriors. But they have a big game in about 3 weeks' time against the Rabbitohs that'll tell us a lot about where the Warriors are at. They've got a bye next week. They have the Dragons away, and then they play the Rabbitohs at home at Mount Smart in Auckland. which is very beneficial to be playing that game at home. So the Warriors, they're doing well right now. They're, consistent, which is something we have never said about the Warriors in the history of ever. Now, yes, the Raiders probably did have a try taken away from them, but overall the Warriors have deserved this win very much so. Kroger, don't do this to him. Don't. He got the ball back in. Well done. Well done. They were going to take him over the sideline. That would have been embarrassing. Can Kroger score, please? Feel for him. It'd be nice. Finn's up next. Yeah, Finn's Manly. We'll be watching the Dolphins-Manly game after this. Shawnee Johnson's come back on. Come on, try time for Shaun Johnson in less than 4 minutes. Shaun Johnson's about to come back on here for the while. With 4 minutes to go, third tackle. Won't bother. Just leave him off. Leave him off. We've got a bye next week. Just let him have an extra rest. The extra 4 minutes rest. So fourth tackle now. 25 minutes out even the line. Off to Jack Whiten. And it's going to be a good offload there by Gula. Gula to Wolford, Papali'i, Fogarty, Hudson Young. Pushes off one. That's an obstruction, whatever. And it's going to be a knock. Yeah, it's going to be a penalty, Raiders. Don't know about that. Bradley says they're playing very nice. Up to my Titans. So good having Brimo back Manly for the win next game. Yeah, exactly right, Bradley. Up to Titans. Good win last night. Don't care who it's against. Any 2 points is a good 2 points for me. So 3 minutes to go here of the game. Raiders down by 22. They can't win. But can they get a bit more of a respectable score here? Whiten, 10 meters out, cuts it out. 5 meters back, knock on there. And there's... don't know about that, referee. Second tackle, 5 meters out. Who do I have in the Raiders? Nobody. So I would like an intercept. Sean Fogarty, Matty Tomoko, Simoko. That's obstruction. 2 obstructions just then, but whatever. 5 meters out of the line, third tackle. Horse has been amazing ever since I got him in Supercoach. Horse, bro. Yeah, Papali'i! Try time with Big Papa. Try time for Big Papa, Papali'i. Down says, when's Ricky going to get the boot? I've been calling for it for years, mate. But then again, like, there's no one better out there. Like, truly, there's a shortage in coaches, man. Everyone always says Shane Flanagan, but like, there's a reason why Flanagan's not getting picked up. But Big Try time. Anyone who had Warriors to score last is going to be spewing right now. Kroger deserves a try. Canberra's holding himself. He hasn't really done much today, though. Much as Ricky won't get the boot until he's a bottom 14 a few years in a row. I would agree. Club legend. They wouldn't want to do him like that. But Ricky would leave before he gets fired. Like, let's be honest. Peterl says Canberra were the favourites, right? Not by much. I think it was like $1.70 or something like that, but they definitely were the favourites, yeah. At half time, they were $1.35, and I said to you guys, good value in Warriors at 3-1. Dadman says Big Papa will be extra Big Papa if Flano was the Rays coach. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, I get your joke now. I get the joke now. 2 minutes to go. Don't forget, guys, we'll be jumping straight across to the Dolphins versus Manly game. Straight across. I think that game starts at 8:05 as well, which is good. Gives me about 5 minutes to switch over. All right, so Warriors to get this off. And the Raiders get it at the 10. Croker. They let that... Oh, no. Supercoach! Thank you for bringing Shaun Johnson back on the field. Supercoach! Shaun Johnson try out of nowhere. Intercept. Raiders, what are you thinking? Raiders, what are you thinking? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, Raiders? Who passes this? Number 16. Is that Nick Kotrich? Or, I don't even know. I don't know. But Sebastian Christ passes it straight to Shaun Johnson. And he's going to get the kick points too. Sean Johnson is a machine, bro. His Supercoach scores are ridiculous. And then I'm so happy he came back on with 3 minutes to go. So happy. How good's this? How good's this? That really helps the old Supercoach. He'll be on like 120 again this week. Warriors lead comps and intercepts this year. Titans got a couple last night, which was good. Now on 108. No, he'll be on more. He'll be on like 115. He'll probably update to like 115, 120. So 55 seconds to go here in the game, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. It's 36-14 here. Warriors going to get the win. We will be jumping straight across into the Dolphins versus the Manly Seagulls game. Jay has just dropped the link to that one in the chat. Don't forget to subscribe to the Gold Coast Titans Frontline podcast with myself and Clarkie's Rugby League column. Every Tuesday that comes out on Spotify and Apple. Wednesday on YouTube. But 52 seconds to go. Yeah, actually, the game's going to start at 8. They are running a bit late here, and that's not even going to go 10. Oh, no, now we'll go 10. And it's going to be penalty to the Warriors. I think Storm does, Mark. Oh, what's Mark said? Warriors lead Storm does. Okay. One of the biggest Supercoach play comebacks of all time. Get around him. I'm so glad I picked Sean Johnson up when I did, instead of having Nico Hines. I took Nico Hines out for Sean Johnson because of this origin period. And now I've got Jerome Hughes at least for next week, but I've got Sean Johnson in this week as well. Faders fading. Well, they didn't start to begin, really. I guess they led at half time, but it wasn't really a convincing lead. It's still a very 50-50 tentative lead at the time. All right, here we go. 5 seconds to go here. You may as well go for a field goal. They're not going to do that. It's going to be the end of the game here. All right, guys, I'm jumping off. I got to go across the Dolphins versus the Manly game for that stream. Obviously, congratulations to Kroger, 300th, regardless of the result. Good on him, man. Good win for the Wars. They're staying in the top 8. They go up to, I think, about 6th place this week. But yeah, good stuff there for the Wars. But guys, thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you in about 4 minutes' time for the Manly and the Dolphins game. Alrighty, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.